Good evening, cheeky peeps. Hope you have been having a lovely weekend, or you've had a lovely weekend and don't know where to start anymore. Yes, it is I, Closet Gamer Stitch, back for more Final Fantasy XVI. You think I'd know better at this point, wouldn't you? Oh well. Keep cracking on. I see people have already joined, already jumping in, already getting ahead of the game. Can't catch up with you guys, you're too fast. Anyway. What happened last time? Well, last time I'll have you guys know that Jill got kidnapped. Clive got his ass kicked by Odin, and now we've got to get some much deserved desserts on Odin and save Jill at the same time. So I imagine this is going to be quite hard when we actually get to it. But before that, we've got to do all the lore reading. We've got to catch up. We've got to see what, if anything, has been written down that I've missed. But yes. Anyway, before we do all of that, if you enjoy my content, please throw a like and subscribe my way, as it really does help my channel grow and flourish. Alternatively, find me over on Twitter at @HellotStitch, posting various news and updates. And with that said, let's get on, shall we? Yes. Who's ready? Who's ready? I tell you who's ready. Bob's ready.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Welcome, dude. Hello, Bob Pompiani. I can't say the full name. I'm terrible. Sorry, guys. Welcome, Mr. X.
Party, pal.
Hey, Mr. X. Knew you'd be on. Yeah. Well, you guys are ahead of the game. You guys are too quick on the uptake. Don't know who gets the Batman award. It's gonna have to go to someone. Hello, tcgstitch. tcgstitch, remember to admire feminine shapes and womanly curves with respect for all waifus, especially Jill waifu. Of course, Mr. X. You make me say this every time. Good to be here. Good to be here. Good to be here, Stitch. Good to have you here, Bob. Good for you to be here, buddy. And do it like James Bond. tcgstitch means secure the cake with respect. I don't know what you mean with that, Mr. X. Like, are you just making the James Bond connection because I'm British? I mean, I sound nothing like James Bond. Don't think I could pull off the accent. Hey Stitch, I'm having one of them days today with my mental health. Plus, just feel a bit tired, but apart from that, okay.
Welcome to
Well,
the party, pal!
I'm sorry to hear that, lady. Yeah. Well, like I said, if you need to leave for whatever reason, you do so. And like I said, go and put something... if I can't entertain you, go and put someone else who's funnier than me on. I'm sure there's plenty of them. That is just a recommendation, mind you. You're always welcome here. So, again, if I can help cheer you up, you know, I am more than happy to do so. But yes, I understand, of course. I understand, of course. In this week, I have 43rd birthday. Jesus, Mr. X, you getting up there, buddy. You getting on up there, aren't you? Well... Let me rein in your birthday by with some lore reading. Isn't it? This is what you guys want, isn't it? This is why you're all here. You want to hear my rendition, my David Attenborough. You want to hear me reading Hippocrates' amazing lore entries, and I'm going to do it for you because I'm decent. I'm a good guy. You guys know this about me. So. Sit back, relax, and let me read you some lore.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost.
Oh, ask about the skies.
With the darkening skies,
Fear has once again taken hold of our hearts. And though I have not the power to dispel the gloom above, I should like to believe my tales help to lighten it below.
but be that as it may,
Turning our eyes from problems which face us will not help to solve them. The mere tale cannot lighten the burden of those who must bear the weight of the world. Wiser words were never said. Wiser words were never said. Hey, Mr. X. Cloud stream yesterday was funny. Well, I did my best to challenge him as much as I could on skating. Even though I'm fucking terrible at skating. No and no. Well, okay. Well, yeah, like I said. You are always welcome here. You will see cutscene with Jill, you will understand. Okay. Okay. I'm looking forward to it, Mr. X. We've got tomes to read, and you guys are already excited, I can tell. You guys love me doing a bit of lore reading, and we've hit level 5. More than you know. Oh my god. We've hit level 5 in lore reading. I'm going to put that on my... That's going to go on my epitaph. That I got level 5 with the 1,000 tomes. You heard it here first.
This, I believe you will find most interesting.
Oh, I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will. I'm looking forward to this lore reading.
Wish to study the tomes?
Oh, I do. Oh, I do. You know this. You know this. You know I'm all about it. Right. So first of all, persons of interest. What have we had updated? Right. At the new hideaway, 5 years on. I gather we've already read that one. I can't be sure because it doesn't say which ones you have actually read. But I'm going to assume I read the last one. After Sid fell and his hideaway was reduced to rubble at the hands of Hugo Capca, Clive took on both his predecessor's name and role, becoming the second Sid, the Outlaw, the leader of the re-established resistance. Together with the other survivors and their new recruits, he continues Sid's mission to emancipate bearers and rid the realm of mother crystals. See? How good did I do, guys? Was I good? Can you rank me? I need a rank. Joshua Rosfield. What we got for Joshua Rosfield? Dominant of the Phoenix and younger brother of Clive. After surviving the disaster of Phoenix Gate, he devoted himself to uncovering the truth behind the emergence of the second Icon of Fire. With the help of the Undying, he obtained a copy of the Journal of Moss of the Chronicler, from whose pages he learned of the existence of Ultima, the creature he was later to meet with and seal away inside himself in the sanctuary of Drake's Head. Now reunited with his brother, he and Clive fight as one to defeat Ultima and forge a new fate for mankind. You better believe it. So yes. Right. So, just looking at this lore just a little bit deeper, because I like to do it a little bit. Undying copy of journal, because this is the bit that really confused me. A land of existing creature was later to meet with, sealed away inside himself. But he didn't seal it away, did he? This is the thing that I'm always getting confused by. How did he seal Ultima away? Because Ultima is still very clearly out in the world. So what's he got inside of it? That's my question. Like, he sealed Ultima away inside of him, but I'm not getting that. Because Ultima is still out here. So how? How is that possible? We need these answers. 6. You rank me a 6, lady. Jesus, that is offensive. That is offensive. I'll have you know. Tough crowd. I know, Bob. I know. This is what I deal with all the time. An audience that doesn't appreciate my amazing skills at lore reading. I think the lisp does it away a little bit. I mean, it's bound to maybe knock off a couple of points. I don't know. I would try asking them, but I don't know how they're basing their rating system. Hopefully my personality brings it up to the 6. My tip for tcgstitch: James Bond said in the movie, quote, "One is in Egypt, one should delve deeply into its treasures." Okay. That sounds ominous. But anyway, that's the Joshua Rodfield entry. Rodfield? God, I need my head examined. Dion. What have we got for Dion? Right. Prince of the Holy Empire of Sambrick. Adopted Bahamut, he is deeply loyal to his father, Emperor Emeritus Silvestre, and is much pained by his Radiance's recent cold-heartedness towards both his people and himself. A change that Dion learns was largely the result of Annabella's scheming. But it wasn't. It wasn't. It was actually that weird kid. And this is what I also don't like. Look, the first line is irrelevant, because it says it again. Dion led his dragoons in revolt against the perceived treason of Empress Annabella and her son Olivier. I don't know. But was instead goaded into slaying his own father and driven to madness, transforming into Bahamut and laying waste to much of the Dominion. Even the innocent people that weren't involved at all. It's a very interesting move. I hated Dion's father. You and me both. I didn't like Dion's father either. He was a dick. But, you know, Dion loved him for some reason. Ben, how you doing, dude?
Welcome to the party, pal.
Did you find the truth, Ben? Did you find the truth in the X-Files? Because I need answers. If you found the truth about the aliens and why there were zombies walking around in that town, you can furnish me with that information. Welcome, Ben. Lady, I'll just remind you kindly that tcgstitch is very sensitive. I am. I need my fur combed on the regular, and I need, well, I need my shoes polished and other things, you know. And if that doesn't happen, then I lose my shit. You guys know me. You guys know me well enough to know that. Right, what about this douche? Sleipnir Harbord. Now that we know his actual name. It's just Lord Harbord before. Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Walud's armies, Harbord is known to many as Constant Knight by reason of his unchangingly icy demeanour and his unwavering loyalty to his liege. Indeed, he appears to command Barnabas with complete trust, having been gifted full command of the Royal Order of Knights despite his apparent youth. The capacity in which he evacuated Hugh Capca from Rosleaf Castle, however, remains a mystery. He used... I reckon we're going to secretly find out he's a dragon or something, and he can fly. What do we think? Do we think I'm wrong? Hello, Ben Mai. Hi, all. Welcome to the stream, Ben. Hope you had a good stream, or a good continuation. Sorry I had to leave. I had to get a bit prepped for mine. So, Sleipnir Harbord, or if that's how you say his name. Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Walud's armies, Sleipnir was known to many as the Constant Knight by reason of his unchangingly icy demeanour and his unwavering loyalty to his liege. I'm pretty sure that was already said in that paragraph, but we got it again. Bested by Clive Rosfield after he and his master slaughtered the guildmasters and Republican ministers in the Canvurian Agora. That's what we saw Odin doing, isn't it? Before, in the cutscene before, we saw him slaying that council of people, didn't we? So I imagine we saw him. So I imagine he then went on a killing frenzy and killed the whole town. Just assuming. More Akashic for the tribes, I'm guessing. And here we go. This is Odin himself. Barnabas Mother, King of Walud, Dominant of Odin, the Warden of Darkness. At the Battle of Belenus Tor, he not only took personal command of the Royal Navy, but rode into the fray himself, galloping through the air atop his six-legged steed, and goading Bahamut into a duel that shook the skies. Right, how much of this was already said? Right, the first paragraph was already said. Though his nation's isolation in Ash allows Barnabas to remain aloof from the affairs of Storm, and he has oft elected to do precisely that, his movements of late would suggest that he has ambitions on the Western continent. I'd say he's got ambitions on whatever the fuck Odin wants now, isn't he? That's basically, let's be honest, he's now Odin's Ultima's stooge. Doesn't talk about how down bad he is for his mum. A shame. Oh yeah, it doesn't, does it? Yeah, he's got the hots for his mum. That's just weird. Yeah, doesn't mention that in the lore. I wonder why. Alright, Karen. Alright, I think we've read first two for there. So the hidden past where she lost an eye and then was threatening to take someone else's eye. That was an interesting bit of information. One of Sid's most trusted allies. A merchant by trade, Karen was born in lands beyond Valisthea. She came to the twins as a weapons dealer, selling to anyone willing to pay coin. An attitude that earned her not only a fortune, but a price on her head. It was while fleeing from her many enemies that she met Sid, who gave her refuge in exchange for her exclusive services. Her hard-working assistant Goots, who she calls her right eye, she bought from his neglectful parents. Ah. I thought they were related. Okay, so she actually bought him. So he was a slave. Jesus, didn't know that. Huh. I wondered where he got the evil laugh from. But, oh well, we're going to have to figure that out one day. I was laughing at the scene, just howling. It is a crazy scene. I honestly don't know. Yeah, like I didn't even make the connection. She just looked like a hot lady. But then, yeah, I think he says mother or something, doesn't he? And then I was like, what are you on about? Oh my god. Okay. And Mr. X was pre-warning me that that was going to happen. So then suddenly, like a jigsaw puzzle just a piece of jigsaw just plotted in place right there. I need a break soon, about 30 minutes, but I'll come back after the break. No worries, Mr. X, you do your thing. Don't you worry, dude. Right, so. Right, I'll read. I can't even remember. I don't even know which ones I've read. Right, we'll just go with this one. Apprentice to Karen, an ally of the Hideaway. He is the proud bearer of Trader's Pass that allows him to travel freely across the realm. Something that is indispensable in completing the errands that Karen sets him. His latest task, to journey to Crystalline Dominion in the company of Clive and Jill, using the pass to cross heavily guarded and fortified border. Right, how much of this was already said? Right, the first line is done. Right, okay. He aided Clive and Jill in gaining entry to the besieged Crystalline Dominion by having them pose as sellswords hired to protect an honest merchant visiting Twinside to trade in smithing paraphernalia. Somehow surviving the chaos that was to follow, he was scooped up from the ruined city by Joshua, who transformed into the Phoenix to effect his allies' escape. And, right, first line is the same again. Karen purchased Goots from his neglectful parents after witnessing how they abused and undervalued their child, and it has been his pleasure to serve her ever since. His nan, yeah, that's it, he calls her his nan, feels much the same way about him, going so far as to call him her right eye. On the rare occasion, she lets her true feelings slip. You mean she doesn't just insult him all the time? That's interesting. Right. Goots is like Sam and Hodor combined. That's not a bad one. That's not a bad one, Bob. That does sound about true, to be honest with you. But he's got a good laugh, hasn't he? Do you see the short I did the other day of his laugh? I found that hilarious when he started doing this like evil, villainous laugh. I thought it was good. Made my day, to be honest with you. Officially captured. Hello, buddy. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Officially captured. Hello. Yes, welcome to the stream, buddy. Molly. I'm trying to remember who this is. Chief cook at the oh, right, yeah, she's the cook who I had to do that other mission for, where I got more food for the cookbook. Who inherited the role from Kenneth after he lost his life in Titan's attack. Molly's true passion lies in the baking of pastries and other sweetmeats, but alas, shipments of sugar to the Hideaway are far and few between. Instead, she pushes the boundaries of her culinary repertoire by assisting Ivan in reviving the questionable dishes proffered by his questionable cookbook. Questionable indeed. One of the meals that meal that he cooked, that purple-looking nastiness looked horrible, and then he seemed to act like it was horrible. And now everyone loves it. And yeah, I don't know. That other dish we had to cook sounded just as horrible. You wouldn't have gotten me near it. Anyway. Oh dear me. Right, Philippe, Imperial soldier of the Northreach garrison, whose heart pines for none other than Isabel. She's taken, mate. Mr. X wants her. He leads the stand against the threats Northreach faces and inspires his fellow soldiers to do the same. Yeah, an honourable knight in all those arseholes. Difficult to believe, but okay. I'll believe it in this instance. Conrad, master of the Dalamil kitchens, where he serves filling yet inexpensive fare to the people of the town and the miners of Drake's Fang. After his town was set upon by bandits, Conrad led the faction pushing for the recruitment of mercenaries to take bloody revenge. However, he was convinced to look instead of forming... However, he was convinced to look instead at forming a town guard drawn from the citizens of Dalamil, of whom he became the inaugural leader. Did he? He's a leader. I thought he was just war-hungry. She's the opposite pairing to this bloke as well. Natalie, veteran trader of Dalamil Markets, turned leader of its new League of Merchants, the group responsible for filling and maintaining the town's collective stores. Though she loathes violence and argued vehemently against the plan to hunt down the bandits whom attacked Dalamil, she is passionate about protecting the town and its people. When the bandits returned, she was the first to step into the fray and start arguing with this bloke. A nice back and forth between them. I wish we could have caught it on camera. It was so enjoyable. No, it's quite... Anyway, Eloise, owner of the Crimson Caravans, a highly esteemed porterage firm in Boklad. After her younger brother, Theodore, awakened as a bearer, she helped him to flee from their family home and build a new life far from those who would see him consigned to slavery. Well, that was nice of her. Theodore. This is the other guy, isn't it? Right, the first paragraph we've already read. Many beasts and bandits have eyed his company's caravans, but to date he has cut them all down. Theodore is also a bearer, but was spared the brand after awakening late and being spirited away from his family home by his sister, an act of kindness and self-sacrifice for which she is forever grateful. Well, she's just a lovely sister, isn't she? You lucky, bruh. Honza. This is one of those little street urchin kids, isn't it? Right, okay. An orphan boy of Boklad, strong-armed into pickpocketing traders by the nefarious Caststones. After being released from their clutches, Eloise elected to employ him at the Crimson Caravans to keep him from returning to a life of crime. He pledges to become the first customer of Goots's forge when the trader becomes fully fledged blacksmith. Will we ever see that? That's a good question. What is Theodore? Porter Guard, Crimson Caravans, the porterage firm that he runs with his beloved sister Eloise. She has pretty much got the same paragraph as well. At least she was an actual character, though. Right. Felt like her brother was just a sellsword that just kind of came in the middle of our quest. Cyril, a senior member of the Undying, known as the Bearer of the Burning Quill, who coordinates his orders reach into Ultima, their headquarters in the Dalmekian village of Tabor. At his liege Lord Joshua's command, he lends his and his orders' strength to Clive. This guy looks really suspicious, doesn't he? I'm getting a vibe from him. Especially because Clive was on the fence about him as well. I'm like, who is this guy? He's either secretly part of the Assassin's Creed, and we're going to find that there's some kind of crossover, or he's evil. Or he's good and there's nothing to it. But my money still goes on, I reckon he's evil. He could be part of the Assassin's Creed. I haven't ruled that out yet. But I'm not going to say with certainty that it's happened. But it's possible. Because, yeah, he just gives off that vibe. Alright, Yote. Or Yote, whatever it is. Companion protector of Joshua Rosfield, dominant of the Phoenix. As loyal as she is dangerous, her blade is ever at the ready for any who might mean her master ill, and her tonics ever at hand to heal the sickly prince's hurts. Joshua addresses her by the name Yote, but it is unclear whether this is her true name or another pseudonym. In other words, she could be potentially a part of the Order as well, the Assassin's Creed. This is like another version. This is like, again, she could be another member of the Assassin's Creed we don't know about in the official Ubisoft canon. You know, this could be like moved along. It's always possible. Discount store Ezio. Yeah, there you go. See? You're feeling it, Bob. You're feeling my vibes. You got it. A member of the Undying. See, the Undying could be just a secret order of assassins. That's what my money's on, anyway. A secret society sworn to protect and serve the Rosfields of Rosaria and the Order of Assassins. I just made that bit up. Sorry, I couldn't resist. And the Dominant of the Phoenix is always born in their line. After her order rescued Joshua Rosfield from the ruins of the Phoenix Gate and nursed him back to health, Yote was tasked by her order to accompany and protect him on his journey to uncover the truth of Ultima. Well, that's just hum and dandy, that is, isn't it? Right? Annabelle. I'm so happy to see that this woman died. She needed to die. It needed to happen. If she didn't die then, I would have had to have found out a way of putting cheats in the game so I could have killed her myself. But anyway. I don't know how many of these entries I read. We'll go back 3 and hopefully this is it. Empress of the Holy Empire of Zambreck, formerly the Duchess of Rosaria, before she betrayed her nation and gifted it to the... No, we definitely read that. I'm not reading that again. Empress Emeritus of the Holy Empire of Zambreck and Vicereine of the Imperial Province of Rosaria, which she rules with an iron fist. She also long laboured to see her son, Prince Olivier, Seated on his father's throne, a plan that comes to fruition after she schemes with Hugo Capca to bring an end to Damakia's long siege of Twinside and sees his triumph ascribed to the young prince. Former Empress of the Holy Empire of Sambrek. I mean, this girl gets around, doesn't she? She, like, I swear to God, she moved literally from one superpower to another. Like, what is she? That's why I thought she was evil. Because, like, if there is anyone who had the potential to move up the ladder, it's Ultima, isn't it? So I was so shocked to find that she wasn't actually even remotely involved. Well, maybe a little bit. She probably had some inkling that the kid was a demon spawn. I don't know. Former Empress of the Holy Empire of Sambrek, after the fall of Rosaria and the death of Archduke Elwyn, she remarried Empress Sylvestra and bore him a son, some kind of demon son. Olivier, it was her dream that together with Sylvester she could found a new bloodline, one blessed by both Bahamut and the Phoenix. Alas, her dreams were to be crushed in the wreckage of the Crystalline Dominion when she killed herself, basically. When her maddened Dion slew Olivier, and she was to end her life before the disbelieving eyes of the sons she had betrayed. Yeah, she wouldn't even go with Joshua. You thought she would at least be loyal to him. Clearly not. What a selfish bitch, let's be honest. Right, Oscar, nephew of Rodri Murdoch, late Lord Commander of the Rosarian Army. Though he served under Sir Wade in the Guardians of the Flame, he had always dreamed of following in his uncle's footsteps and squiring a sign of the Rodsfields. His wish is granted when Clive accepts him as squire and brings him back to the hideaway that he might learn from Sid the Outlaw's example. I'm curious how this kid... I mean, we're going to do some quests with him at some point, because we surely have to tell that kid that we're the reason he doesn't have a... like, that his uncle died. Like, because didn't Clive, like, melt him when he first turned into Ifrit? He hasn't relayed that bit of information on him. That would have been one of the things I would have said on the opening of meeting him. But, yeah, I don't know. Sir Wade, a loyal shield of Rosaria, though he was thought to have died during the attack of Phoenix Gate, he somehow survived not only the disaster but the Imperial conquest that followed. He and other like-minded shields took up residence in the abandoned Lazarus and formed the Guardians of the Flame, brothers in arms who fight for the restoration of the duchy. Right, how much of that? Right, and leader of the Guardians of the Flame, who fought against Imperial rule in the duchy, sheltering bearers from the Black Shield's cullings. After the skies turned, their base in the Lazarus district outside Port Isolde was swallowed by an aether flood, leading them to seek shelter in Martha's Rest. In return for Martha's hospitality, Guardians aid the Blood Axes in defending the village. Yeah, I remember that. Right, Rutherford. Oh yeah, this is who is it? It's Byron's butler, isn't it? Manservant to Lord Byron Rosfield. In normal circumstances, his daily duties touch all aspects of running his master's manor. Of late, however, Byron has bade him leave the safety of Port Isolde to conduct a survey into the political, military, and economic situation of Storm. Task in which he has enjoined the assistance of several of his fellow butlers to the nobility. Interesting. Right, Douche Lazage. This is, remember him well. Emperor Emeritus of the Holy Empire of Sambrek. In the wake of the events of Phoenix Gate, he married Annabelle Rosfield and sired a second son, Olivier. With her, Annabelle and Olivier's influence in the affairs of the Imperial Court was going to grow over the years until Sylvester was finally convinced to surrender his throne to the young prince, announcing him to be the latest in a long line of earthly incantations of Greygar. Okay. Emperor of the Holy Empire of Sambrek, who plotted with Annabelle Rosfield to slay Archduke Elwyn of Rosaria and unite their nations under the Imperial banner. Together they bore a son, or demon son in this case, Olivier, to whom Sylvester was beguiled into forfeiting his throne. Much to his first son's displeasure, Sylvester lost his life to Dion's spear when he leapt to Olivier's defence in the throne room of the Twinside capital. That was a really awesome kill. Loser Sylvester, exactly. Guy's a dick. We don't like him. Right, now this is the kid I want to know a bit more about. I'm going to go back to the beginning of this kid's lore just to get a full dose. Second son of the Emperor Sylvester of the Holy Empire of Sambrek, and third Empress Annabella, making him half-brother to both Prince Dion and Clive. His mother has involved him in the affairs of Imperial Court since he was a small child. Right, sure he did. The kid was never paying any interest from what I could see. and third of Empress Annabella, so the third son. After Annabella's machinations saw the Dalmec siege of the Crystalline Dominion broken and their victory ascribed to the young prince, Sylvester was convinced to surrender his throne to their beloved son, anointing him Emperor Olivier first of his name. And let's be honest, he didn't voluntarily do that, because this was secretly Ultima. Somehow. I don't even know how, but somehow. Because again, I still thought Ultima was trapped inside Joshua. I don't even, like, are we saying there's different amounts of Ultima out there now? I mean, yeah. I don't know. Son of Sylvester and Annabella Lazage, thanks in large part to his mother's machinations, Olivier was anointed emperor of the Holy Empire of Sambrec, a fact that triggered his half-brother Prince Dion to launch a coup against him. It was Olivier's sinister goading that drove Dion to madness and led to his own demise. Pierced through the heart by Dion's spear, as the boy died, his body crumbled into dust, proof that he had become naught but another puppet of Ultima. Right. Okay. How? Like, how? How did he become a puppet? I mean, how? This is what's not explained very well. Like, how is he a puppet? Like, it seems like if he crumbles into dust, then he was never human, right? That's the vibe I'm getting. I mean, please correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I just hate how they act like he's some innocent character when he is half responsible for the events at the start of the game. Evil man. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, I'm not excusing Sylvester. I don't like him any. But there's quite a few dicks who are in charge of these particular wars, isn't there? But I mean, I think ultimately they're going to say, or at least they seem to be implying, that a lot of this is by Ultima's design, right? I mean, you've got to wonder how much of Silvestri was actually him and how much of it was actually Ultima, if Ultima had his claws in all of them all along. I question this, only because I don't fully understand what Ultima even is. Like, he's either a corrupting force that emboldens people and he's like a god, like an evil god, kind of like rocking around and telling people what to do, or he is a physical manifestation. But then that makes me ask the question, then what did Joshua put inside himself? You know, it's things I don't fully understand about this monster or character, whatever. I felt bad for Olivier, to be honest. Yeah, but isn't Olivier just a monster? Like, isn't he just Ultima? Or are we saying Ultima corrupted him to such a degree that he was just a load of Ultima particles? And that's why he doesn't even have a body. He just degrades at the end, doesn't he? I'm trying to understand how this works with the Ultima thing. Well, hello. Welcome, DM.
Welcome to the party, pal.
We're just doing some lore reading. You're perfectly in time. They implied he was born human. Yeah. Okay. So at one point he was human, but then when did he become a monster? You know? That's all I'm saying. Like, at what point? Because, okay, if he was born a human, because I assumed if he was born a human, when did he become corrupted? You know? And again, how could he have gotten corrupted if, I don't know, if Joshua was walking around trapping people inside him? I don't know. Like, again, I don't know when these timelines overlap. I'm trying to get my head around it, but it's causing my head to hurt. Look, Barnabas' mother has got an entry. Why? She was in one scene? Is she more prominent than I thought? Look, and she's even naked because they couldn't draw her with clothes or do a render of her with clothes on. Guys, why is she in here? She's not really, she's like a manifestation, isn't she? She's not even real. At least not in this timeline, anyway. She clearly died years ago. Mother of King Barnabas of Waloed, or at least an Ultima summoned illusion of her as His Majesty remembers her in life. I just don't know. I'm trying to understand why she gets a lore entry. Right, Ultima, the other confusing aspect of this lore dump. Right, let's read it all again, because I'm trying to get my head around this. Another worldly being that Clive encountered in the inner sanctum of Drake's Head, he addressed Clive as Mythos before attempting to merge their consciousnesses. And that's another thing. Like, how's he going to merge consciousnesses? Doesn't Clive have to let him in? You know, it's kind of like Supernatural, where you have like a, you know, a vessel, and then you have to agree to let it possess you. Otherwise, it can't get in. They have this with Sam and, again, like, I think, no, Michael and Lucifer, because, again, they're going to do a fight in Supernatural. Sorry for Supernatural lore dump, but yes. What tend to merge consciousness? However, Clive was able to summon the will to resist the creature. He wasn't, though, was he? Because he passed out, and then Joshua stopped him, right? For Joshua returned from the dead to imprison him in a cage of flame that he sealed away in his own heart. See, and what did he seal away? Like, what, an apparition of himself? I mean, a part of Ultima? I'm trying to understand again what part of Ultima went inside of Joshua. Barnabas' mother on here is hilarious. I know. I don't even understand why. Yeah, I'm trying to get my head around it. What's good, DM? What's good indeed? I'm good. Got lots of rain here in my area. Good for the grass. Got to work soon too. Oh, no worries, dude. Appreciate you stopping by all the same, mate. Hope you had a lovely weekend. Oh, like with the angles. What are you saying, Captured? Are you familiar with the Final Fantasy XVI lore, or am I? Because yeah, I'm just reciting what I know about this lore so far, and I'm trying to get my head around some of the stuff that's happening. I'm hoping by the end it all makes sense. So far, I'm getting confused because yeah, this guy here, right? He got trapped. Like, he was going to possess Clive, which is our protagonist, and then his brother came out of nowhere, like Joshua, and took this monster and trapped him inside himself. But now the monster can still manifest, so I'm confused as to how it manifests. Oh, like with the angels. Yes, angels. There you go. Yes, yes. You're seeing me. You're feeling me, Captured. See, you're feeling me. Yes, you have to let them in. You have to let them possess you. That's what I thought they were going for with this. But it would appear that when Clive passed out, Ultima would have been able to possess him if Joshua didn't intervene. So I'm trying to get my head around how. Because I would have thought Clive would have had to have agreed to let him in. You know? I'm assuming they follow supernatural law. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, the otherworldly being behind much of the tragedy and turmoil that has plagued Valisthea, he means to claim Clive as his vessel. See, vessel. Mythos by purging his will. So, in other words, he has to make Clive want to let him in. I'm assuming. But then why did he try? Why did he think he could possess him before? Or did he just didn't know a lot about Clive at that point? Again, I'm assuming. Strengthens the ties of consciousness that bind Clive with others. He unleashes primogenesis upon the world, shrouding it in darkness and turning thousands akashic that these ties of consciousness might at last be loosened. So he's basically sending monsters out into the world now in hopes that they kill everyone Clive cares about. So then Clive will succumb and let him in. Yeah. I'm assuming that's the canon of that anyway. The otherworldly being labelled behind much of the tragedy and turmoil that has plagued Valisthea, Ultima requires a vessel in which to inculcate. Is that a typo? I don't know. That's a word, okay. Inculcate his disembodied soul, and Clive's curious ability to absorb the powers of other icons suggests that he is the very mythos that Ultima has long awaited. He wills Clive to absorb the other icons that his vessel might be perfected. Yes, so he wants Clive to get stronger, so when he takes Clive over, he'll be all-powerful. Yeah, kind of like the Lucifer plot. Demons just take, but angels have to ask. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But then can't you just boot them out? If they just take. I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, you're not wrong there, Capture. That's That's true. I didn't consider that. That is true. But again, that's assuming they're following supernatural canon. I don't know if they are. Fuck knows. Anyway, Valisthea, a realm comprising twin continents of storm and ash, over which the mother crystals stand timeless vigil. Timeless, that is, until Vig and his disciples commenced their campaign to bring each one crashing down, spreading chaos and confusion to every corner of the land, with ill-omened clouds summoned by Ultima gathered over Valisthea. The delicate balance governing the magic-yielding power of ether was finally shattered, and the realm was changed forever. But yeah, I think captured. When I think of angels, I keep thinking of Lucifer, because technically he is an angel, isn't he? So he still has to ask to possess Sam, if we're talking again supernatural canon. Inculcate means install an idea or habit. Oh, thank you, captured. There you go. See, I'm glad someone's on the ball here. Clearly I'm not. I've never heard of that word. So that's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. Thank you for that, captured. Appreciate it, buddy. Right. Anyway. Where were we? Right. I don't know how much of this I've read. I'm pretty sure I read 4. Siege of Rosalith. Yeah, we did that a while ago. A nation formerly known as the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, occupying the western reaches of the continent of Storm. While Rosaria has been a vassal state of the Empire for nigh 2 decades, the uprising in Twenside, led by Prince Dion Lesage and his loyal dragoons, and subsequent death of both Holy Emperor and Empress in the year 878, has left Sanbreque with barely the wherewithal to rule itself, rendering the erstwhile dukedom the subject of the Empire in name and little else. Yeah. It's a shame to see the duchy fall so far. Heartbreaking, guys. Heartbreaking. Yes, the fallen angel. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know if that's the canon they're going for, though. So again, we're gonna have to find out. Hopefully, we get more of this particular colouring book filled in. I don't know. The Undying, a secretive order. This is the Assassin's Creed of this game, by the way, guys. Secretive order who serve the lords of Rosaria from the shadows. They revere the mighty Phoenix and its dominant, and once presided over the rites of ancestral communion at Phoenix Gate. Few outside the order know of its existence, even among the highest ranking members of Rosarian nobility. And to this very day, with Rosaria reduced to a mere imperial province, they continue to serve the rightful keeper of the flame, His Grace Joshua Rosfield. How come they all don't have like a secret order working for them? You think they would, wouldn't you? You think Shiva would have one? You think Bahamut would have one? You think Titan would have one? Like an order that does their behest in the shadows. But then, I'm trying to understand why the Phoenix is so important. I'm assuming it's to do with his rebirth powers. I don't know. Again, I'm spitballing here, just guessing. But yeah. All because he questioned his father. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's nuts, eh? Yeah, it's totally crazy. Well, it's interesting though, isn't it? I mean, it's a good story. I mean, if that is the angle they're going, it's an interesting one. Because again, Supernatural did work all the way up until they, I think season 5. I think that's the season where, yeah. I'm not going to spoil it for people, but yeah, season 5 was where I think a lot of people think Supernatural should have ended. At least I do. But anyway, the Blood Axes, the band of sellswords tasked with protection of Martha's Rest. In the absence of any assistance from nearby Imperial garrison, it falls to them to keep watch over the roads and keep the best beasts and bandits of the Swamplands from Martha's Gate. Yeah, they're the protectors, while the Akashic are basically attacking the lands. Again, I'm gathering now everyone's banding together now that the world is going to shit, but we'll see. Right, let's read up to here. A nation occupying the eastern reaches of the continent of the Storm, the Holy Empire of Sanbreque, with Twinside as its capital, apparently not content with the upheaval caused by removing his court to the recently seized Crystalline Dominion, Sylvester Lesage chose to compound the uncertainty by installing his second son Olivier as Holy Emperor while still a child. And he turned out to be a brat. A possessed evil brat. Thanks to Ultima. Anyway, after its administrative capital moved to Twinside in the neighbouring Crystalline Dominion in the year 873, an insurgency led by Prince Dion Assange upended the political and military order, spreading unrest and disruption across the land. This disruption was further worsened when Ultima unleashed Primogenesis, obliterating Twinside and purging the realm yet deeper into chaos. Primogenesis. Oh, is that the where he spread the purple shit all over the sky and basically made everywhere Akashic? Right, I'm assuming that's what it means. Right. Alright, we definitely read one of these pages. Look at that. Literally the first chunk of it is the same. Right, so... However, Prince Dion's opposition spurred the Dragoons to rise up against their emperor in an insurgency which saw them fall suddenly and decisively from grace. Right, so he basically attacked. It's because of the shit he did. Right, okay. Let's continue. Here we go. The accession of the Emperor Olivier. Accession of Emperor Olivier. Holy Emperor Sylvester Lazarge handed power to Olivier, his second-born son and only child by the Empress Annabella, in a turn of events that shocked the nation. None was more shocked, however, than his firstborn son Dion, who was presiding over troop movements in the area surrounding the Crystalline Dominion when the news first reached him. Right. Empress Annabella, ostensibly in recognition of the part he had played in the agreement of peace between the Emperor of Dalmatia. While the ascension of one so young was unprecedented, Emperors Silvestri reassured those bold enough to express doubt at the wisdom of such a choice by maintaining that as great Gregor made flesh, he would merely serve as an advisor to the young new emperor until he became of age. Prince Dion, the emperor's firstborn and rightful heir to the Holy Throne, was violently opposed to the plan, but his objections fell on deaf ears, which I thought was due to Annabella corrupting. But now I am led to believe it's different. Playing Metal Gear Solid 5 earlier, and I'm on a mission. I'm on the mission A Quiet Exit for the second time. Stupidest and hardest mission in Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm assuming it involves quiet though. In no doubt sexy attire. The Rise of Worm. The rebellion of the Holy Order of the Knights Dragoon that took place on the Crystalline Dominion is provoked by Emperor Silvestri Lasage's decision to overlook his eldest son Dion and make his second-born Olivier, child of the Empress Annabella, crown prince in his place. Seeing this as yet another victory for Annabella in her long campaign to subvert some require politics for her own ends, Prince Dion ordered the Dragoons into action, but having lost control of the icon, he inadvertently laid waste to the city he had tried to save. That's one of the things that doesn't make any sense to me. I can understand him wanting to kill his father, or I don't know, like again Annabella, which I would have thought he would have done. I would have thought the first thing he did when he turned into Bahamut was, or when he primed, was kill Olivier and then kill Annabella. But he didn't. He flew off and then started firing missiles at all the population that he said he cared about. I mean, I wouldn't minded if that happened after the crystal hit him, because I assumed that corrupted him. But beforehand, yeah, he already turns evil against the people. I know he said something along the lines of like, the people shouldn't have to live under this or some shit. So, or you know, they deserve to die or something. So he lost his marbles. But I don't know. To me, it's a bit weak sauce. But we'll see. I best get going. Take care. Thanks for the stream. Take care, everyone. All the best. Have a good one, Captured. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Appreciate you coming by, mate. Look after yourself. Right, the Men of the Rock. Private army under the command of Hugo Capka, originally employed by the Dalmatian Parliament to guard Drake's Fang. Bulk of the force was co-opted by Kupka when he seized control of the Mother Crystal, and has served him and only him ever since. Most Men of the Rock idolise their commander for his political and financial achievements. After all, few can claim to have been made permanent economic advisor to the Dalmatian Parliament and built a wealth of worthy of several generations in a single lifetime, and then fell in 5 seconds. That's how quickly he got clipped down. Originally employed to the guard Drake's Fang, the bulk of the force was co-opted by Kupka when he seized control of Night Crystal, and has served him and only him ever since Kupka's death. Now, after Kupka's death, his forces scattered, largely returning to the countryside, where many now engage in banditry. Ah, so these guys are the bandits. Of course they are. Alright, interesting. The Town Guard. The volunteer fighting force assembled and led by Conrad. Unlike the Men of the Rock or the mercenaries previously charged with keeping Dalamil safe, every member of the Guard is a Dalamilian, born and bred, and has future the town at heart. Many of the miners who lost their livelihoods when Drake's Fang fell have found a new purpose in the Guard, swinging swords and axes in place of picks. Oh my god, that's that weird Skinner guy. Isn't it? If it isn't, it looks like him. The League of Merchants, the group responsible for filling and maintaining Dalamil's collective stores that all might be supported in these troubled times. It draws its membership from the traders of the town and is led by Natalie, overseer of the markets. It was she who recognised that Dalamil's future could not be secured by force of arms alone. Only by bringing the entire town together might they summon the strength to drive back the bandits. Okay, it was her then. Fair enough. Lord Underhill. Oh, this will be interesting. Lord Underhill had a lot of props to his name. Clive's alter ego, albeit one that was forced upon him by Lou Boar's fondness for theatrics. It was Lord Underhill of the Randalar League of Merchants who made it known to Natalie that help from the capital would not be forthcoming, and that the people of Dalamil must work together to fill their own stores. Jill was rather more convincing in the role of Lady Jane, the Red Wings, who planted the idea of forming a town guard in Conrad's mind. Both Conrad and Natalie still address Clive by his name, though. In Natalie's case, this would appear to be naught but a courtesy to his dramatic efforts, which were absolutely pathetic. Clive needs acting lessons. He needs to do a better job. Anyway. Boklad, busy market town situated on the northeastern coast of Dalmekia, also known as the Thousand Tables, is streets thronged with merchants from across the realm, each loudly hawking their wares to keen-eyed customers intent on finding a bargain. What have we changed here? Where the Strait of Author drains slowly into the gaping crater of Zemekis Falls, also known as the Thousand Tables, its streets thronged with merchants from across the realm, each loudly hawking their wares to keen-eyed customers intent on finding a bargain. Isn't that just what I just said in the other one? Never mind. The gate at the rear of the town leads directly into the Crystal Road and therefore out of the Republic. As such, it is heavily guarded against unauthorised entry or exit. Didn't all those guards, though, aren't we saying they're bandits now? Like, the people guarding that gate, wasn't they Dalmekian forces that have now... Oh no, they were Dalmex, wasn't they? Okay, the other ones were Kupka's men. Okay, I'm getting it mixed up. Sorry, that does make sense. The Crimson Caravans, the most prestigious portering company in the market town of Boklad, led by the brother and sister team of Theodore and Eloise. For a small fee, they will move anything that needs moving. Small fee? She said 10 million. 10 to like 9 million, like, gil. That's an amount I haven't even had in this game yet. Sorry, love. For a small fee is absolutely ridiculous. You did not charge a small fee. Your small fee was insane. I would never hire you for 10 million. Anyway. They'll move anything that needs moving, and if the cargo happens to be bearers recently released from slavery, they may even consider paying it from their own purses. Well, now that I would like to see. Next. Tabor. Right, let's just read all this. An ancient settlement from central southern Dalmekia that seemed to cling to the very cliffs which dominate the landscape of the region. Its proximity to the free cities of Canva gives Tabor a ready market for the high quality leather its tanners produce, as well as the salt and minerals mined from beneath it. The town's long history of isolation, however, has clouded the hearts of its residents, and to this day many remain unwelcoming to outsiders. It's got that weird, this has got that weird tanner in it that likes to skin things. He unsettled me. Unbeknownst to its citizenry, it is from here that since the fall of Rosliff to the Empire, the secretive coven of ducal loyalists known as the Undying have carried out their duties to the Phoenix. This is where the new Assassin's Creed functions. Hello DM, I'm back. Welcome back, Mr. X. Mr. X! He's here, man, the myth, the legend. Right. A settlement. This is the origins. A settlement in the central southern Dalmekis that seems to cling to the very cliffs which dominate the landscape in the region. It is famed for its leatherworking, the signature stench of its tanneries, ever prevalent in the canyons that lead in and out of town, and as such skilled craftsmen abound, transforming hides into all manner of wondrous creations. Tabor was founded by the so-called Guardian of the Crystal, who were later joined by the nomadic peoples and hunter-gatherers, creating a rich, mixed culture which gives the town its unique flavour. It was those same hunters with skills, whose skills were employed to gather the raw materials on which the leatherworking industry was built. Right, okay. Cool. Leighton's Cleft. A narrow sandstone valley that cuts through the northeastern Dalmekia. At its terminus can be found the vast crater of Zemekis Falls, upon the lip of which are nestled the bustling markets of Bokland. Dalmekis Falls. Vast cavity in the earth located in the steppes of the Forgotten, a desolate coastal region of eastern Dalmekia. Despite the fact that for centuries seawater from the Straits of Ultha has flowed into the Plumballs crater without cease, it shows no sign of filling. The tragic tale that came to be known as the Sins of Zemekis is said to have taken place here. I would have liked to have seen what created that crater. Any money, it was some kind of like icon battle that basically left a massive fucking hole somewhere. The Kroji echoes. How cool would it be, right? Actually, here's the thing. Like, how cool would it be if we found out that that was actually created in the past, and at the end of this game, we go into the past and we create that crater when we fight, like, I don't know, Odin or something. Wouldn't it be cool if we travelled into the past to fight the boss and found that we made that crater? That would be so cool. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. A bleak Ocha wilderness stretching, the Kroji echoes stretching through central Dalmekia. Its northern half is a veritable warren of claustrophobic canyons and fallen detritus, lacking paved roads or outposts of any kind. In the south, however, the area finally opens up to Riznov Flat, and beyond it the reclusive community of Tabor. This and the lonely trade route leading to the free cities of Canva provide the region with at least some semblance of civilization. Right, we'll read the last two. DM, I told tcgstitch to secure the cake with respect. Means that, like James Bond in the movies with the Bonds girls, secure the cake. Yeah, I'm still not sure what he's saying, but okay. However, he still lacks the necessary self-confidence. DM, help me with this, pretty please. DM, I tip tcgstitch. James Bond said in the movie, quote, "One in Egypt should delve deeply into its treasures." Should call him Sticky Bond. Cue the theme. Sticky Bond. I'm a sticky bandit. The sole surviving nation in Ash Waloed has its capital of Stonehair, home to the Mother Crystal of Drake's Spine, which is no longer there. It is ruled over by Barnabas. Oh no! It's ruled over by Barnabas, now a dominant Odin, Warden of Darkness, who has somehow managed to bring the hordes of Rudin beastmen that once plagued this land to its heel, persuade them to wreak their aggression at his enemies instead. These bloodthirsty forces have been deployed as far afield as Drake's Fang in the Dalmekian Republic. So there is one crystal left then. I thought we destroyed all the crystals. Are we saying there's one crystal left and it's being guarded by Odin? Because I thought we destroyed them all. Sole surviving nation in Ash. Waloed has its capital at Stonehair, home to the Mother Crystal of Drake's Spine. It's ruled over by Barnabas, the Madonna of Odin and Warden of Darkness, who transpires has formed an alliance with the mysterious being known as Ultima. So there is one crystal left. People saying that we've destroyed them all. Clearly we haven't. Right? It would appear we haven't destroyed them all, based on that law. Once the independent state, the Christian Dominion, continents continents of storm and ash, its capital twinside is built on the tiny isles of Ark from which its mother crystal Drake's tail rises. After Drake's head was destroyed in 873, the Holy Empire of Sanbreque declared twinside its new capital in defiance of the long-standing non-aggression treaty, which they clearly had no intention of going for. While controversial, the move carried out by Prince Dion and his Knights Dragoon proceeded, mostly unopposed, largely due to the Dominion's lack of dominant of its own with which to intimidate the interlopers. With the incursion of the Holy Empire of Sanbreque in the year 873, its independence was reduced to little more than a pretense, but things changed once again in 878 when Prince Dion Lesage and his dragoons instigated a bloody coup as imperial institutions fell into disarray. So did the situation in Dominion and beyond. After 5 years, Sanbreque's dominance in the region ended as quickly as it had begun. Well, because Dion lost his shit. TCG should try to imitate Bond, Her Majesty's agent, with no problem, with inner courage. I haven't got that courage, mate. I'm no Bond. Jesus Christ. Bond doesn't have a lisp, first of all. A mother that was located in the Crystalline Dominion. It was one of only 5 remaining in Valisthea, and the largest of its kind. It was lost in the chaos that followed the rebellion, spearheaded by Prince Dion Lesage and his Knights Dragoon, but not long before undergoing a fantastical transformation heretofore unwitnessed in the entirety of Valisthean history. A literal blossoming of the crystal, its shards peeling away like petals of a snow daisy to reveal the sacred heart within. That was so weird, that was so weird when that thing turned into, like, it unfolded like a fucking plant. I mean, I suppose it's Drake's tail, but then how come none of the others transformed into anything? Fall of Drake's tail. In 878, an insurgency by Sanbreque Knights Dragoon led by Prince Dion Lesage resulted in the destruction of much of the Crystalline Dominion's capital and the Mother Crystal Drake's tail along with it after the prince lost control of his icon Bahamut. One curious thing to note is that many who survived the Night of Chaos claim they witnessed the crystal bloom like a flower before its demise. And why? Why did that one bloom? Why did that one do anything different? James Bond in Her Majesty's Agent isn't really my favourite Bond. I think he was the least favourite. Sean Connery will always be the best Bond. I have to say I prefer Pierce Brosnan personally. Second place for me is Daniel Craig. Third place is Pierce Brosnan. No, I don't like Craig at all. He'd go at the bottom for me. Pierce Brosnan number 1. Alright, you can say Sean Connery's number 2. I don't know if I have a 3. I only like those 2 really. Anyway. Conflict between the Holy Empire of Sanbreque and the Republic of Dhalmekia in the year 878, largely concerning control of the Crystalline Dominion. The Dominion had previously been the subject of a non-aggression pact between Valisthean nations, but in 873 the Empire claimed twinside for its capital, in an act which eventually spurred the Dhalmekis into military action. The dispute was born from the Dhalmekians' fierce objections to the Sanbreque's occupation of twinside, capital city of the Crystalline Dominion. However, when the Republic finally entered the fray, it found itself sorely outmatched. Sid the Outlaw's destruction of Drake's Fang further weakened their position. With their homeland in chaos, the Dhalmekians were forced to negotiate a withdrawal. Credit for this turn of events was largely due to Olivier Lesage, second-born son of Holy Empire, in light of which he made Crown Prince of Sanbreque. Why was he accredited? He didn't do shit. He was a fucking kid. Credit for this turn of events. So the kid took credit for their retreat, even though he did nothing. Well, sounds like your typical CEO nowadays, doesn't it? Anyway. 3 cities of Canva, Federation of Neighbouring Independent States located in the southeast of the Dhalmekis Republic. While originally part of Dhalmekia, the cities achieved their independence in the year 857, hoping to step away from the Republic's internal struggles and focus instead on the commerce upon which their prosperity had been built. Political power currently resides within the Council of Guildmasters, prominent Canverian traders and craftspeople. The lack of a dominant or mother crystal to cover, along with its considerable financial resources, allows Canva to retain both its independence and neutrality in the face of considerable turmoil elsewhere, like Norway. As such, it lacks a standing army, defence of its walls having been relegated to a small yet well-trained city guard. I think we read all that. While originally part of Dalmekia, the cities achieved their independence in the 857. Canva lacks an army of its own and relies heavily instead on a city guard formed of mercenaries hired by its merchants and town tradespeople. Unfortunately, the city guard and indeed the city itself were decimated in attack by Akashic Walloda troops in 878, having lost its political leaders and the bulk of its citizenry. Free City ceased at that point to be a nation in any meaningful sense. Is that the town that Odin recently destroyed? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, the Canva City Guard. Private military force employed to keep the peace in the free cities of Canva. The Guard is paid for by the city's merchants and tradespeople and is employed in the absence of an official state army. Its duties mainly consist of patrolling and maintaining order within the city walls. And they all died to Odin. The Ironworks, a fully functioning shipyard nestled within the hollow sea grotto on the outskirts of Canva. The high cliffs and violent tides which surround it, effectively concealing the interior from prying eyes. It is here that Mid, along with other allies from the hideaway, strives in secret to finish work on the Enterprise. Starship Enterprise, by any chance? A revolutionary high-speed sea vessel. They had to call it the Enterprise, didn't they? They've made a ship, a high-speed sea vessel, and called it the Starship Enterprise. That's banging, that. Anyway. Spy Who Loved Me, quote from Roger Moore of James Bond: "One is in Egypt, should delve deeply into its treasures." DM, the basic question is how carefully is it that James Bond will search for treasures with due attention and respect. Shouldn't you compare me to Indiana Jones in that case, though? That might be more apt. Roger Moore isn't my favourite either. I haven't watched a lot of these Bond films, so I don't know of all the Bonds. I'm not a big fan of Bond, if I'm honest. I liked Pierce Brosnan's stint. I didn't particularly care for Craig's. Sean Connery was alright. What's popping my home, dogs? Dr. Berry.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Welcome to the party, bruv. Roger Moore is my favourite Bond. Ah, there you go, Mr. X. Got a kindred spirit in Goge. Hello, Goji Berry. Fernando Alonso, what's up? tcgstitch will be tcgstitch to imitate James Bond, Her Majesty's Agent, Goji Berry. I don't know. I don't even know what you guys want. Anyway. The Cast Stones. A band of brigands who set up camp in Leighton's Cleft on the outskirts of Boklad, preying upon those fleeing the crumbling republic in order to line their own coffers, forcing them to either empty their own pockets or pick the pockets of others on threat of death. A lovely bunch. Right. The Sins of Demekis. An incident told in myths and legends throughout Valisthea. If the tales are to be believed, mankind, drunk with avarice, thought to challenge the gods, and in return for his hubris was met with divine retribution. The enormous crater in Dalmekia, said to have been the site of the final battle of this great conflict, is surrounded by relics and ruins which would seem to suggest some truth behind the tales. I would love nothing more than if that crater was caused by us, because at some point we get transported into the past as an icon with other icons, I don't know, and there's a big battle, and then we leave that crater, and at the end you find out that you were the cause of that crater, or at least part of the cause. That would be so cool. They won't do it, but it would be cool. So I haven't been on actual Discord much, DM. We haven't had a chance to talk about who got third place. Don't worry about it, Goge. We know you've got other things on, buddy. Goji, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. I want Fernando, but I want a Fernando hat, but Carlos hat and Nico hat. Oh. Bob, my man, hello. Got the Ravens v Lions tonight. I'm hyped. Ravens are my NFL team. Nice. Nice. Rather than Goji, I used to be a Steeler fan. There you go. Look, Kismet. I'm connecting you guys together. I love it. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but have fun. Have fun. Anyway, Heart of the Mother Crystal. The blight convolution of shards that sits at the centre of each Mother Crystal. When the heart shatters, so too does the mountain around it. Since time immemorial, sanctuaries have been built around the hearts for the worship and protection of those irreplaceable treasures. The hearts, however, have their own methods of self-defense, replying to any attack upon them with unique and deadly magics. But none of them have they? Like, have I missed a load of Mother Crystals attacking? I only saw the last one do anything, and that's when it turned into a flower and shot a laser beam at Bahamut. Like, I'm trying to remember the other ones. Like, Sid, all the other ones we've killed. Like, there hasn't been any defense mechanism in them. At least I don't remember any anyway. Lost Mother Crystals. When Sidolphus Telemon put his plans to destroy Mother Crystals in motion, 5 of their number towered over the twins. 3 less than excited eons past. The Mother Crystal of Zemeckis was the first to fall, following the Drake's Horn in Southern Ash and Drake's Eye in Northern Territories. Now nothing remains of them, save for the scar left behind by their passing. There's a scar. Don't know. Pretty sure Kapka's was just covered in sand. The Crystal Flower. When Drake's tail came under attack by maddened Bahamut, the heart of the Mother Crystal responded by delving into its attacker's innermost thoughts and summoning into creation that which most plagued his tortured soul. The wyvern tail that represented the trust Prince Dion's father placed on him and his duty to the realm. I don't know if I'm putting more stock in that than I remember, but I will. One of the most valuable materials known to mankind, thanks to its ability to channel ambient ether from the air, allowing those without an innate power to do so. To cast magics, as most Valistheans cannot live without magic, its supply and distribution is heavily regulated by governments across the Twins, though the penalties for illicit trade in crystal are severe. With demand for outstripping supply, many still dabble in the black market. After Ultima cast Primogenesis and the skies over Valisthea darkened, many of the municipal crystals that fired forges and filled wells began to fail. In certain areas, even those rationed shards that the people relied on in their everyday lives lost their spark, making life all but unlivable. Can't you just get your own food and stuff? What? Can't you use like matches to set fire? I mean, I'm just thinking out of the box here. Do you really need crystals for everything? Gil. Gil has been the common currency of Valisthea ever since the signing of the Continental Accord many centuries ago in a town called Midgar. The Accord entrusted the administration of the currency to the realm's most trusted merchant guild, headquartered in what would later become the free cities of Canberra. The new currency took its name from the founder of said merchant guild, Cloud Strife, the legendary trader Gildbert the Golden. Trade flourished around the newly established mint, and over time the worship of money grew into a full-fledged religion, the Great Bank of Gilbard the Lender. Ah, interesting. Interesting. I can't root for Aaron Rodgers due to Super Bowl 45. You guys are talking about sports. I'm sorry, I'm completely clueless. The Hollow Knight stream was great. Time, 3 hours, just me and Stitch hanging out. Yeah, it was good. We had a laugh. Stitch, the Ravens and Steelers are the most biggest rivalries in all sports. But I don't mind that sort of thing, really. Oh well, more power to you guys. I'm sure it's a healthy rivalry. And yeah, that's hilarious. Aaron is on the Steelers now and Russell Wilson on the Giants. Oh. Glad you guys are having fun with that. I'm sorry I'm clueless when it comes to sports. I can't add anything, I'm sorry. Right. Ancient mural, a wall painting found in the depths of the Apoditary under Phoenix Gate. Who created it and for what purpose is unknown, but the celestial being in the centre suggests some connection to a long-lost religion. And here it is again. A religious image found across Valisthea, not only in the Apoditary under Phoenix Gate and in the Comrach near the heart of Drake's Breath, but upon a tapestry in Tabor too. It depicts the icons arranged in adoration of a central figure believed to be Ultima. the god that rules above them all. So that big thing then, I thought that was just Ifrit, but now we're saying that's Ultima, are we? When he possesses Clive, allegedly, I suppose. Echoes. Strange clockwork constructs often encountered in fallen ruins. The question of whether or not they are truly alive is open to debate, as they do not appear to require water, nor do they feed on the flesh of their victims as beasts do, seemingly existing solely to protect their habitat from intruders. Though it is widely assumed they are vestiges of the fallen civilization, some of the structures they preside over, such as the poditary and the sanctuaries at the heart of the Mother Crystals, seem to predate even that beyond age. In the aftermath of primogenesis, beneath the blackened skies that followed, they emerged from the ruins at last and can now be seen wandering the entirety of Valisthea. Shit. I thought I could see them all the time. Clearly I was wrong. Adamantite, one of the hardest known metals in the twins, seems of its ore have only been found in the far-flung reaches of Ash, where the forces of first Veldemark, then Walud, often warred with the orcs who claim the lands as their own. Though the metal makes for fine arms and armour, the rarity of both its ore and craftsmen versed in the peculiarities of its forging ensure that adamantite weapons remain the preserve of the rich and powerful. Okay, engineering. The technology of the fallen civilization was highly advanced, and though many an archaeologian and engineer has sought to study the workings of the curious contraptions they left behind, little light has yet been shed on their secrets. Engineers of the present day largely learn from each other. Indeed, the knowledge that Mid learned in the University of Cambridge she now shares with the children of the Hideaway, that they might one day stand on her shoulders. But where has she gone? She's gone to build war machines. Because how come she didn't tell us? She just vanished one day. And who's this? Who are the war machines for? Are they for Sid? Are they for the bearers? Like, she got her own little dwelling somewhere. I'm trying to get my head around it. The other times I've seen adamantium or adamantite or mithril in games and books and movies, it's crazy. Well, at least it's not that one that Wolverine has, isn't it? What's it? Is it adamantine? Is it adamantine? Adamantium. Yeah, it could be. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong though. It does sound very similar, doesn't it? Yeah. Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. An ancient recipe book that instructs one on how to make toothsome fare from the game of the realm. Though the outdated tongue in which it is penned makes it difficult to define precisely what beast is being proposed for the pot, it was discovered in the shelves by Ivan as he hunted for inspiration to expand his culinary repertoire. And expand it he did, summoning forth the Chance's stew, a piquant, some might say putrid rag out of scorpion tails, whose flesh was soft as the silt of the swamps in which they live, and the flavour similarly comparable. Hideaway's head chef Molly was not to be outdone, however, drawing from the Pilgrim's pages a fried mortress of skyworm. The dish, consisting of wyvern livers sautéed with saint's bonnet, was heralded a tour de force among those who tasted it. And yet it sounds so fucking nasty. tcgstitch, better you should move forward. I will, just let me get my lore download. I need it, Mr. X. I need to understand what's going on. I'm back. Alonso, yeah, dear, we got to talk about it. Adamantium is Marvel Universe. Ah, okay, there you go. So I don't remember it off the top of my head. There's so many ultimate metals to get your head around. Enough the reading of the phone book. Can't help it, Mr. X. I need to get my lore download. The name in which Ultimate addresses Clive, it appears to be his title for the vessel of limitless power that he means to make of the young Lord Marquis, but to what end he requires such a thing only Ultima knows. The being identifies Clive as the mythos he has long sought by virtue of his awakening as the dominant of Ifrit, and having the power to absorb the ether of other icons. I'm trying to get my head around this mythos shit. It's very weird. Primogenesis. Spellcast ultimate that cast a rolling pool over all Valisthea. Ah, so that... okay. The unbalance in the ether that resulted not only sapped the potency of crystals of magic in those lands that remained livable, but filled the rest not only with his glowing thralls, but with ether floods, turning men and beasts into mindless, merciless Akashic. So you don't see it happen much, though. I mean, you see the monsters, but you don't see them turn, do you? That'd be interesting. He's going to do all the lore, Mr. X. I am. I'm sorry. You're going to have to deal with it. If you want to go away and come back, you can. I've got to absorb the lore. I need it all. I want it all because I want to understand. I want to be able to tell people I know what the fuck is going on. Personally, I like it. It adds to the total number of streams all of this will take. So, Goji has already got twisted logic in his wanting for me to read all of this lore. Watching Stitch is like watching a long walkthrough for a game. There you go. See? I've got to provide that long crack addicting fix. Anyway. Right, we know the basic information. The Warden of Fire, Phoenix, the last seen on the night of the Imperial invasion of Phoenix Gate in the year 860. When the young Joshua Rosfield lost control of his powers, the Phoenix first awakened among the Motes of Fire, an ancient tribe who dwelled in the western reaches of Storm, and the careful preservation of bloodlines among the Rosarian nobility ensured that its dominant would always be born in the ducal line. The Warden of Fire, whose strength resides within Joshua Rosfield, 18 years after the Imperial invasion of Phoenix Gate, Joshua's presumed demise, Phoenix spread its wings once more in the skies above the crystalline dominion wings in which reside the flames of rebirth. And that's how he came back from his ultimate destruction. Ifrit risen. Here we go. Two icons of fire united as one. Clive and Joshua manifested this being into the skies above the crystalline dominion after entreating their icons to grant them the power they needed to quell the raging Bahamut. It has the body of Ifrit, the wings of Phoenix, and the might that far exceeds either icon alone. That's cool. That was a cool moment when they merged in that fight. That was one of the coolest things ever. And I especially loved it as well when they were flying down. Like, I remember first you had Phoenix plummeting down to attack that shield that Bahamut had made, and then not long after you have Ifrit coming down afterwards. And they pierced through it. If that could have been the end of the fight, it would have been perfect. But of course it went on for longer. Anyway. Bahamut, the Warden of Light, whose power dwells within Dion Lesage, Prince of Sambrek, a tribe known as the Motes of Light, once dwelled in the north and northeast reaches of the Storm, where the great city of Oriflamme now stands, among which the dominant of Bahamut would always emerge. In modern times, dominants are often born among the Sambrukar nobility, most likely because the tribe's bloodline still runs strong in their ranks. Goblins. Right, common species of beastman, found mostly on the Storm. They have habitually avoided contact with other races, be them beast or man. The continued spread of the blight, however, has driven the creatures to find homes near human settlements, making violent encounters more commonplace. That said, a rare few have been found to possess the ability to crudely converse, and at times even cooperate with humankind. Good goblins. But what happens when they become Akashic, eh? Then that's not going to happen, is it? Full feature film of reading lore. Exactly. Look, it's been an hour and 24 minutes and we've been reading lore. You guys love it. I know you love it. Besides, we're nearly done, I think. Dragons. Majestic winged beasts that are commonly considered to be some of Valisthea's most ancient creatures, albeit rarely sighted in modern times. There are countless myths and legends regarding dragons. One of the most prominent being that Valisthea itself was formed when a mighty drake fell from the sky. According to the Gregorian faith, dragons were created by the goddess herself to serve as holy sentinels over her earthly demesne? Fucking what the fuck that means. and as such have long been employed by the Holy Empire of Sambrek in various marital roles within and without the Imperial Legion, whatever the fuck that means. Right. Law down.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Hope you guys got a lot of learning done there.
Let me help.
Never let it be said that I don't do a good download. Anyway. I'm going to lose my voice in a minute. Right.
Still alive, are ya?
Of course I'm alive. I don't die, Karen. You know me. I'm invincible. I'm Boris. Rune belt. Do I have a rune belt? Don't have a rune belt. Well, I'm having one then.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Thank you for that. Next. Oh no, rune blade and a rune belt. Oh, yes, alright.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
I know. Can't help myself. Rune crescents.
It'd better all be here.
Jesus, I've got a lot of cash. Alright, we're gonna... Should we buy that? I don't know yet. I'm maxed out on all my healing items. That's good.
Come again. Or don't. I'm not much
I
bothered either way.
won't come again then. I won't come again if you're going to be like that. At last. Stitch, I love you. I'm your biggest fan. I pitched girl scream. Move forward. Can't believe it. Only you have to come to terms with it. You do. You have to accept my law reading, unfortunately.
What do you want?
Rune belt. What else do we have here? Is there anything here that I really want? Don't think there is there? It's the sons of Ouroboros. Two sons devour the bigot and their father passed. Upon placing a smooth leather cuff, it was to catch the skin in an oddly warm embrace. Removing them requires more effort than it should. That sounds almost disgusting, considering they don't come off. Little bastards. I think we've maxed everything out, haven't we? Or at least everything we can max out. Is the rune blade more powerful than the blade I've got now? Fucking hell, it is.
Anything else?
No, no, no. Right, let's see what gear then. The rune blade is way more powerful. Well, not way more. It's got 5 extra points. Here we go. Right, that lowers some of my shit and raises it in other areas. Oh, this does both. Regal sash. Yes, we're doing that. I feel very regal right now. Well, that's better than anything I've got there. No effort needed. Alright, let's check out the abilities. What have we got here then? Flamethrower. Don't know, for now I'm okay, I think. Let's keep stocking it until we need it. Alright, I think that's everything. Okay.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tons of plenty.
I don't seek any knowledge. I had a phone interview thing for the first hour of the stream, and oh my god, he really did read for over an hour. I did. Hour and 20 minutes, mate. That's how much lore is in this game. Let it be a lesson to you. Ooh, love it. tcgstitch treats my tips the same way. It lacks due diligence. Mr. X, we've had this discussion. You and me get different things out of it. I get information. You are here for the feminine shapes, fundamentally. I'm here for the lore and the story. You know, you've got to allow me to get my side of it. It's the way it works. It's a trade-off. Right, so we got 2 monsters we can kill.
I wasn't expecting expecting you back so soon.
Shocker.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
We've only got 2 left, haven't we?
All done?
We'll see. How much side content have we got?
Anything catch your eye?
We've got 1 there, 1 there, 1 there.
Seen enough?
Right, you guys are going to have to indulge me while I do a little bit of side content now. I'm sorry. I know it's not what you want to hear, but we need to do some of it. We need to get the side content done. Or at least a little bit of it. Just so I know we've moved it forwards. Indulge me this once. Well, the second time. Considering the first time was the first hour of the stream.
Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Okay.
And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked?
Yeah.
Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which
They can
leaves
live in
us
a
bit of
haystack, they'll be
pickle.
fine.
The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And I didn't
Clive,
just that lot.
get out there and get
The
some
bears
beds now.
talked about
Or knock
too.
them up yourself.
There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Alright.
It's no burden.
It's never a burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Side content in many a game can often be better than main story
We could do
content.
a lot
That is
worse
true.
than Eastpool.
Where else could we get that skinning mission, eh?
It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet.
Okay.
There's just one problem.
Kill
A band
monsters.
of cutthroats have made it their down.
What are the
They
odds?
don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry.
I'm a mind reader.
Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids.
I'm not fearing these
Sent
guys.
someone to clear 'em out sooner, if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
Fuck
I
yes.
do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back.
Rest
And I
assured
dare
we
say
will.
He's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Sir Wade.
Of course.
Especially in Borderlands 3. Really? Yeah, I haven't played Borderlands 3. Well, I think I booted it up
Sir Wade,
and then never played it
let's
again.
hear your plan.
Happens with a lot of my games, to be honest with you. So Wade, what you got for
Sir
me?
Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rosfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
We gonna win
Very
it back,
kind of
baby.
I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
Rabble of rogues, I like that.
What can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic.
Great.
A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in, That force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure
Why the
I'm not taken
Akashic and the
unawares.
bandits fighting together?
I
Like,
can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure,
he is
I
if
shall
for it
summon
after
my
all.
men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Easy peasy. Easy peasy. You take Game of Thrones, mix it with The Witcher, make it into a game, and call it Final Fantasy. That's exactly what they did. That's the turn of events that preceded this game goes. You spelled it all out in simple, clear-cut mannerism. That is it. That's what they did. And you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Yes. And sandwiches. Come on, Ambrosia. Let's get you out. Come on now.
Run like the wind.
Yum, yummy, 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 yum, 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 yummy, yum, 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 yummy, yum, 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 yummy, 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 yum, 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 yummy, yum, 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 yummy, yum, 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 yummy, 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 yum, 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 yummy, 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 yum, 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 yummy, 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 yum, yum, yum. Yum yum yummy yum 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 yummy yum 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 yo do do yum 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 yummy yum 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 yummy yum 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 yummy yummy yum yummy yum yum yummy yummy yum yum yummy yum 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 yum. Oh dear me, such an idiot. I love it. Anyway, we're nearly there. Ambrosia's made it easy for me. Thank you, Ambrosia. I'll make sure I get some cream after this. Right, in we go. The bandits are mine, baby. Come on out, you bandit scum. Wunderbar! I know, I did good, didn't I, Gage? Never let it be said that I don't know the Chocobo theme. Alright. Hello!
Or face the consequences.
Oh, sorry.
That's
Dead.
the end of that then.
Is that all of them? Oh no.
Or maybe not.
Okay. A flan.
What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter.
It's an Akashic monster. KO'd. This will finally start humming the chorus of Soda Pop song Goji Berry. I don't know it, Mr. X. But again, like I said, I'm not that into musicals. Even though I sing the Chocobo song. But again, it's Final Fantasy XIV, most notably because of that. Parry them, use the burning blade in the air in time of the enemy strike. Yeah, you see, I see what you're saying, Bob. I just don't... This is the problem. I can't read their attacks that good. And again, the flan I've fought maybe 3 times. Well, jump, go into limit. Press square X to get an enhanced downward thrust that will parry attacks. Jump. Go. Okay. Jump, go into limit form, and then press square and X to get... So that guarantees a parry, does it? And the enemy's already dead. Never... I'm sorry, mate.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo.
Again, I think you know this combat system way more than I ever will.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
I'll try and do it for the next one.
Put down more than a few on the road, then arrive just in time to see you
Jump, go into limit form and press square and X. So I have to jump, I have to do it in the air. Okay.
Do I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear?
I would hope so, my lord.
But I have to be in limit form, Bob.
Will be living here,
Yeah?
I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away.
I do my best, but I can't put again.
Before any other unsavory characters move in.
I'm certainly not going to be the
I'll
best.
send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
But I appreciate the tips. I'll try and make a use of it sometime later. Okay. Ah, everyone's moved back in.
Without masters.
No. We're the masters.
That's what makes it so frustrating. There is such an amazing tech in the combat, but the game doesn't teach new players. It has the same problem fighting games. That that's the issue. Yeah, I get you. That's the problem, though, isn't it? Like, you end up just mashing buttons. Because yeah, like if I'm fighting an enemy and it knocks me over and takes away a chunk of my health, you know, you just tend to mash the buttons to get the result you want and try and dodge as best you can. That's the problem with it. It's like you said, it's DMC combat. That's kind of what it invites, unless you spend hours studying the combat.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
So he's our liege and already he's being left here.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
But I will do my
In
best.
safe hands.
I would just ask that we limit this kind of combat, this practice combat, shall we say, to, again, side quests. I think for the main combat sections, I'm not going to be able to do specific button combinations. It's just going to be out of my wheelhouse. But I will try and do it. I will endeavour to try and understand it a bit more for the side quests. That's a trade-off I'll make here. Because I do want to understand a bit of it. I just can't promise that I'm going to be able to do it for the high risk encounters, because chances are if I fuck it up, I'm going to be getting killed. No, I'm not stressing out. I'm not stressing out at all. I want to understand it a bit. So that's why I'm kind of open to it. I don't want to... My issue is, I don't want to risk it on encounters where the enemy's got to hit me once, and it's like they waste like half your bar. Side quests, I'm pretty sure they're easy. So, it's much better strategic skills like Rook's Gambit, Raging Fist, and Heatwave that let you counterattack if you want more strategic runs. Well, no need to stress out. I'm not stressing out at all, mate. So, yeah, like I said, I appreciate you making the suggestions. I encourage you to make the suggestions. I don't want to say no to all of them. I want to try and do some of them and get my head around it a bit. I just can't guarantee that I'm going to do it great. Clearly, you know a hell of a lot more about this game than I do, and that's great. You know, I'd like to understand it a bit. I just can't guarantee that I'm gonna, you know, be the best at it. If that makes sense. Yeah, that is frustrating. I beat God of War 1 and 2 on hard without knowing so many moves and counters. Well, this is the thing with any of these kind of games, especially because you're in the moment and you're just mashing buttons and you get random results. That tends to be what I default to. And you just get used to firing your main attacks, like your special attacks, because they tend to do the most damage. That's the issue we have.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits.
But what I
He's
will
not
do
kept
is,
an eye out.
we'll do another quest, and it's no doubt they're going to
What's all
send me
this
to fight
about
more
some
monsters.
shape-shifting nightmare showing up. On second thoughts, don't tell me.
It's just a flan. I
No
killed it.
Me nightmares of me own. What matters is you did it, and now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What will you call it indeed?
Eastpool.
Ah, of course.
Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Through that.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls
She's got the
might
hots
make
for
it to
Wade, I
Eastpool,
can tell.
but their work ain't done yet. It's the way I see it, neither is mine.
Alright,
There's
love.
food or lumber or strong backs they need. The rest is ready
But yes,
provided.
when we do side content, I will endeavour to pause it, and you can give me some tips from your instruction book, Bob.
I wanted to.
And I will do my best to execute them. I just can't promise I'll do them good. But yes, please keep suggesting them. I don't want you guys not to suggest things. I think it's a good idea. I'm just, I'm very aware of how shit I am when it comes to some of these action-based games. You guys have seen me. You know how fucking terrible I am. I'm just literally a button masher on this game at this point. Right, anyway, let's check out another one. Let's get this one done, shall we? Might as well get it done while we're here. Well, oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I remember this. Are we getting involved in what's his face's war now between him and his buddy? Oh, this could be good. This could be good. This could be what I'm waiting for. Yeah, Quentin. Quentin's revenge on his former friend, a chief justice or some shit. Because he was a lawyer.
As you know, our time grows short.
Oh, this could be a good one. This could be a good one. Lord Chief Justices.
Strike now.
We're going to finish him. Don't you worry. We're going to finish him, bruv.
Though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel.
Revenge is sweet.
Revenge really the answer?
Oh, I'm sure it
It
is.
is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of
Sweet,
Lostwing?
tasty revenge.
Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may.
Fight to the last.
There are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more.
Oh,
Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
of course.
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black
God damn it, I was
Shields
hoping we were going to
strike.
get involved in his revenge.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
Right. Good luck then, Quentin. I hope to see victory for you. Although I wish I was leading the charge.
Bales then, and quickly, before anyone else finds them.
Right. How much bar do I have? Because I'm gathering I'm going to be fighting some guys up here at some point. Because I want to try the move Bob suggested. Well, if I can do it, I'll probably be absolutely shit. But I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. I'll do my best. Oh no, I haven't even got any fucking bar. Okay, that's not good. Okay. Bob, what do you think of my loadout? When it comes to this as well. Basically, yeah, I've got Bahamut. I like Phoenix's moveset and I like the teleport. Because it gets me close to the enemies quicker, so I like to keep Phoenix. Ramu I'm always uncertain of. I like that lightning spear thing that he shoots out. Because paired with that, you can do a shit ton of damage because they duel up quite nice, those two. My opinions, ultimates make the game too easy and doesn't allow comboing, so I don't use them. So you don't think Flames of Rebirth? See, I like Flames of Rebirth. It's quite a cool move. But I understand you. I think Garuda is a must-have. Garuda, really? Okay. I think she's quite... I don't know. I found her quite weak. You're saying Garuda. Alright. Garuda's back in then. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. The feat Deadly Embrace is so useful to juggle enemies. Deadly Embrace. Maybe I don't have that yet. Deadly Embrace. Is it that? Gouge. Rook's Gambit. Deadly Embrace. Is that a Garuda spell? Half stagger for Garuda gives you a half stagger bonus. That's the feat. What? Deadly Embrace. Is it an ability? You're saying feat. Yes, Garuda's feat is Deadly Embrace. Oh, the pull. The pull move. Yeah, okay, yeah, I get you now. I get you now. Where you pull them towards you. Yeah. It's kind of like a scorpion. Get over here, kind of. Yeah. It's free to use and not. Yeah. I know. I get you. I find it doesn't always work on some enemies though. You throw it, and sometimes you can pull enemies over, but sometimes you can't, and it just pulls you up and you flip over. I'd like to use it more as well, but it doesn't always work on certain enemies. Jump back, then deliver punishing counter if the jump evades the attack. See, that's a counter move. That's interesting. Yeah, for heavy bosses you can't juggle them. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I tell you what, let's make a second kit. Because we may as well have a second option. Right, I'm gonna let Bob load me up on some bits and pieces here. This is my kit, but let's load up a Bob kit. Let's do that. So we've got Garuda, Deadly Embrace. What moves do you think? Rook's Gambit is great, but you're gonna put that on a different icon. Mix and match, in my opinion. Okay. So what are we thinking then? Because what would you put in here, Bob? So we've got Garuda. I mean, I've found Titan to be very slow. Do you like Titan? I find his moveset very fucking slow. That's why I haven't used much of Titan. Okay, put Rook's Gambit where Ignition is. Okay, Rook's Gambit. I'm up for hearing it. Rook's Gambit, yep. We've got Flames of Rebirth. Titan's feat sucks, but the abilities are great. Okay. Okay, so Flames of Rebirth. What should we swap that out for? I hate Ramu's Blind Justice, though. Oh, yeah. It's a bit slow, isn't it? I mean, I know it slows down the enemies so you can use it, but I'm in the same camp. I like it if you can get the time to use it. But, yeah, I think it's slow. That's the problem with it. I like a speed kit. Ignition where Flames of Rebirth is. Okay. Ignition. So we've got Phoenix, Shift, Rook's Gambit and Ignition. For Garuda, what are you feeling? Assign Ignition to Triangle. Yep. That's done. What are we thinking for Garuda's set? Because I can't equip. There's certain moves I can't equip. I don't think I've got anything of Titans. Hold for square for Titan's Raging Fist. Okay. Alright, so let's go to abilities. Raging Fist. Alright, you think this, do you? There we go. Raging Fist unlocked. Raging Fist. No, I've got it. I mastered it. I've got some coin, so we're alright for now. Watch the ability and what it can do. Step forward and deliver a blinding flurry of high-speed punches, blocking enemy attack with step forward. Increases the potency of the following punches. Then you got Wicked Wheel. That's good. Yeah. Allows you air juggle that you like, right? Air juggle. I'm assuming you do Rook's Gambit and then... yeah, one of these. Anyway. Right, for the third set, what are you thinking? Now plays Ramu with Titan. Okay. What else are you thinking? We've got Raging Fists already. You'll get better feats later, but for now I'd go Titan F and go for Heat Wave. Oh, Heat Wave, okay. Not sure I have that one yet. Is that aha, it's a Phoenix ability. Ah, damn it. Don't have it to master yet. So we'll probably get it shortly. If we can find a couple of mobs. I'm only like a couple of XP away from getting 1,000. Dang, 27 points. I know. What can we put there briefly until I get the next set? What do you think? Will-o'-the-wisps? That one's quite good. Pile drive. Okay. Pile drive. Do you have that mastered? Yep, pile drive is there. And for the second move, just one till we get something else sorted out. Hope one more fight and we should have it, to be honest with you. So, it's probably only be for the next fight. What for the last move? Notice you're not putting any of Bahamut's moves in. We're not a fan of Bahamut. And wind up. Wind up, okay. Okay. Because you can use wind up in the air. Okay. Alright, I'll give it a bash. Bash. Hello, fellow bearers.
Everyone, Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best.
I hated Bahamut's set, to be honest, but it's still better than Ramu.
None of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton.
Blind
We
Justice,
owe
I
him
meant.
our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more,
Yeah, I get you.
it's 'cause he
I
ain't
get you.
coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi!
Oh,
You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just a black shield protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
here we go.
It's way over to the east, through the woods.
Blind Justice, I meant you have to use Bahamut's wings of light more like a dodge instead of just waiting for it. But launch the feat didn't work that way, they updated it. Oh, you mean there was more to his flying ability where he charges that fucking power, was there? That's a shame. Where are we going? Right, let's teleport. Blind Justice was my professional wrestler name, NWO certified. I'm not surprised at all, Goj. Right. Right, what are we doing? I mean, you couldn't activate dodge with circle. Oh, what, you used to be able to, could you? Oh, now you can. Oh, okay. I didn't know you could dodge with Bahamut. So you don't have to stay in it for it to charge. Oh, okay. But yet we're not using Bahamut. I thought you were saying you wasn't using Bahamut because it was not very good. What's Wings of Light, more like a dodge. I mean, you couldn't activate dodge with circle, now you can. Oh, okay. My bad, the delay. Oh, okay, no worries, no worries. Right, what are you proposing we do here then? Is there anything you want me to air juggle? Bahamut got better, but for bosses mainly. I mean, one of the things I like about Garuda is you can pull them in. When you get close enough, that is. Alright, come on. Right, did we just get enough to do the upgrade? Here we go. 1001. Heatwave. There we go. That's all it took. That's all it took. Heatwave. Go in Phoenix and press circle. Circle triangle. Be sure to stay in the air. Okay? Circle triangle. Do I juggle back and forth between them? Or is it you can jump on the enemies and stomp them with X? It's fun. Okay. Jump on the enemy. Okay. I'll give it a go. Here we go. We've got some mobs over here. So we jump. You pull them up in the air that way if they are in the air. So So go into Phoenix, press circle, then triangle. All that does is zoom me up to them. Then I just fire. Oh, okay. Jump. Switch to toggle and press down for him to launch enemies. Oh, so toggle. Okay. Toggle knocks him in the air, does he? Okay. Probably won't work with that guy. That didn't work. Okay, I mean, these guys are too big. Then press circle triangle when they're in the air. Okay. That's a Dragon Avis. Yeah, that won't go up in the air. The key is to switch what icons you have equipped during combos. Yeah, you see, that's... as well as control toggle and loads of other shit. Sounds like that's completely out of my wheelhouse, man. The Imperial Chase. I mean, I'll do my best. It's just, yeah. Sounds like it's going to require a lot for me to be very fast with reactions.
Damn it. Don't tell me I'm too late.
I'll give it a go. Oh, they're all dead. Wow, they're all dead. Holy shit.
All right.
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
Holy shit.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
I can't air juggle these things though, can I, Bob?
Come on then.
They're like too big.
You're no guard dog. You're just a rabid beast that needs to be put down. slow.
Ow. No, but you can do it in the end, down thrust them when they attack. Quickly get out of limit break instead of using all the meter. Time Rook's Gambit with the enemy attack. Treat it like a dodge. Oh, okay. So it does a counter, because I noticed I got a counter. No, you didn't. No. I'm trying to get my head around it, that's all. That one went... I mean, that fight went a little smoother than it otherwise was, and I noticed I was doing more normal attacks than just spamming all my specials. So that is refreshing. To know that you can use the standard attacks and not have to rely fundamentally on your specials. Because then you're always waiting on a cooldown. And that's one of the reasons why I think it's handy to know how the basic attacks can be used effectively. According to my calculations, based on the average hours of total 100% completion for various game websites and forums, this whole thing will take between 28 and 32 parts. I love that you've already figured it out, Goj.
If only we'd arrived earlier.
Bob, what with the Garuda attack, how weak do they have to be for you to be able to pull them over?
Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy.
Oh, we killed him.
And I cut him from ear to ear.
Ah.
Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains.
He looks like he had a party.
To my cause. It was all for this.
Well, glad
But
you're
what
calm.
is this? Justice. My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
He's fine, bruv.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news.
I'm guessing the other bearers are dead.
It's been flooded.
Akashic. And if you use the skills during encounters, it reduces their cooldown. Yeah. It's not even half F7 Rebirth Platinum Trophy one. Well, there's a shock. Yeah, Akashic. I was right. It's filled with ether. Any enemy with stagger can be pulled down with Garuda at that halfway mark. Play a special animation for each enemy.
And look who's here.
Zombie men.
Stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool. Damn it.
Hey.
Quentin's not going to last long in there. Come on, Torgal. We need to make this quick.
Jesus Christ. Not so much for a lost wing. If they can be pulled down and Gruder at least halfway mark. So you have to wait until you've emptied their... Can you only pull them down once, Bob, do you know? Oh, did you good luck on that? Heard there was a huge undertaking platinum. We did it. I did it on stream, Bob. Well, not entirely on stream. I had to do some offline sessions, but yes. It was a pig of a run. I did it on my channel. Took fucking ages. Hey Stitch, I'm back. Just needed some time to myself. No worries, lady. You do your thing. Totally fine. During half stagger. Oh, so when they're staggered... Well, so when their bar is half full, then you can pull them over. Yeah, it was Stitch's run. Yeah, it was a nightmare. Remember, you can jump in the air with X. That's the key, don't stay on the ground. Yeah, but he doesn't jump very high. Like, when I jump, it goes like a foot off the ground, and then I land, and then nothing happens. Like, I don't know, I just think his jump is weedy. Like, when I try it, it doesn't do what... Like, I think you said to hold the square button, and that makes them want to do an air juggle, but... I don't know. Oh, there he is. Is he going to turn into a zombie now?
Quentin, look at me! Thank the Thunder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
Jesus, that was lucky. He was about to turn into a zombie. You can triple jump, but only on enemies already in the air. So you have to knock them up in the air,
To the land of the living.
then you have to jump on them as they're in the air.
Is Lost Wing.
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
That's what revenge will get you, right? That's the message of this particular caper.
Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I've
thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
Alright.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh
Come on,
start.
Quentin. Fresh start, bruv.
One life ends, and another begins.
True that.
Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even.
Do
What's
it.
to stop us?
Nothing.
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family.
Okay. I'm going for birthday meal this Sunday, as it'll be my birthday. Oh, very nice, lady. Well, happy birthday for the weekend, for Sunday. If I don't see you before.
I'll pretend you never asked.
Hope you're doing something very special. Hope the meal is nice.
You saved my life twice over.
Or merely getting, yeah, go just answer the question. Ask the
Two
question.
of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet.
Covered in a
If
cache.
you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Can't you speak quiet a little bit, kid? Oh, Goj. Oh, heck yeah, LG 1980. What kind of food are you going for? Go to where I don't know yet. Well, may I suggest a German doner kebab, or a Wagamama, or Pizza Hut. Something really greasy and tasty. Hanged Man signboard. Yes, the emblem of the Hanged Man. Down the heart of Lostwing, the village is a haven for the downtrodden built around the fallen ruin. One is apt to reveal its secrets as the Hanged Man's enigmatic tavern keeper. They can't go back there though, can they? Breath of the wind, wicked wheel, residual wind, ether that haven't failed to dissipate, blah 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 blah. We've already read that. We are now done here. Where are we going now? Let's get another side quest done while we're here. What glad. I'm pretty hungry right now. Me too. Me too. I could do with some food. I need some German doner kebab. You and me both. You and me both, Coach. Need GDK here. Haha, I said it all the time, the same time he did. GDK, hashtag. Closest GDK to me is all the way in Texas. Then I suggest you travel there.
Your timing is impeccable.
Oh, hello,
It
Elle.
just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
Of course you are.
What talents would those be?
Kicking ass and taking names.
Fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
Yep.
I'm listening.
I have those
As
skills.
I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave
I'm
of
going to have to
chaos and
research Bob.
confusion. Randalar has been
I'll look at
particularly
how
badly
some other
affected.
people do the combos in this
Many of
game,
the
because I think
captive
it's going to have to be
bearers lost their
practiced.
masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been
Eh?
looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more.
And for an attractive price, no less.
Tasty.
So where does my skill with
Tasty.
the blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them.
And Clive does.
So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled.
Yeah, so it is really hard to explain without being shown. Yeah. It's alright, I'll do a little bit of research. I'll see if I can understand what you're talking about. I'm going to have to watch some pros do it, I think. Because, yeah, explaining doesn't help. You need to see it. And because I'm not going to sit here and try and learn it gradually, we're going to have a crash
And
course.
so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to
I will have a look at some
encourage
bids,
them to
see
look
if I can
elsewhere.
figure it out.
You'll help, won't you?
And I will endeavour to at least try and get some of it to improve on my skill for the fights ahead. How could I refuse?
How could I refuse?
Excellent.
Excellent.
Theo,
Excellent.
if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night.
You love it.
So I'd better get started.
You better, bruv.
Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best. Jesus, I'm a mind reader.
You will find a village in Chadra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right.
Alright,
Wish me luck.
I'm
go.
sure you won't need it.
I never need luck. I'm too good. Too good and I'm too Clive. Let's go. Where are we going? Okay. Let's get some fast travel going. Get there and get it done. Right, first of all, can I get there quickly? Yes, I can. Need to go to the right. Need to head to the right of this turning. Oh, that way. Draco's Keep. Guys are trying to mug me. You're not. You're not mugging me and toogly toogly. Togo-san, Togo-san. We're going over here.
This must have been a nice place once.
A long time ago. Ow. Ah.
That's all of them. I want toggle.
Gotta tell Eloise the victory has now been had. That was actually easier than the other ones.
Something the matter, Theodore?
Quiet.
She's in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
No promises.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes.
Someone he despises.
No. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
Or now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
Mad
I should go
skills.
and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll
Sounds very
explain
sus.
everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
That sounds very sus. Why was he watching his sister like a weirdo? Eloise, your mission's done.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
You are welcome.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble.
Tasty, tasty.
Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations.
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
She doesn't want to know where you are, Clive. Cha-ching! Right,
Clive.
brother.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister.
He's got
He
slaves.
represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake.
What dreams does she have?
She freed me from my bonds.
Sounds like they're just to protect
She
you,
must be
bruv.
freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down.
She wants to help
For
you,
my
mate.
sake.
She loves you.
Exactly.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
And they're 10 million gil per carriage. As insane as that is. Right. Right, I think side quests are done. Got like 30 minutes left. Oh, let's look at the missives quick as well. Make sure I do the other beasts, or two of the Try and see if I can get the beasts done as well. Then that way, next time we can just focus on the story.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tomes aplenty to guide you in your search.
Starting over. Clive, I cannot begin to thank you for all you've done for Lostwing, so in lieu of any awkward remerciments, I shall be sending several barrels of next season's vintage. Can only hope they'll finally turn you off that foamy spiral you and yours so covet. Oh, very nice. That was the only one, isn't it? We've done all the others. Next. We got this as well. Hanged Man's Signboard. The emblem of the Hanged Man, the tavern that sits at the heart of Lostwing, now in the depths of an aether flood. It depicts a hooded, bound and starved man hung by the ankle, perhaps contemplating how he will take his vengeance on those who made him this way. Now that Quentin strives to build a new future for the remnants of his Lostwing family, mayhap the Hanged Man will rise again, but likely under a different name. No more Hanged Man. We have missived our way out of there. It's Hub and Crown. Buy me some more goodies.
Still alive, are ya?
Next time on stream, you need to focus on waifu Jill, and you will secure the cake with respect as James Bond act. Alright, Mr. X. Got my word, buddy. I got my word. Buy that.
You'll not find a better
Buy
price
that.
than that.
Might as well buy that
It's
too.
better I'll be here.
Right. Now, what beasts have we got to deal with? Hopefully we can put them down quickly and tastily. Obviously the S rank ones we'll save for later, because I think they're going to require a certain level of skill that I don't yet possess. Right, what have we got? Oh, okay, we've got another one. Alright, we've got the pack, Dread, Comet, the Man in Black. A great part of those black shields who spied on Lostwing were taken by the Aether Flood. However, we have received reports that one yet survives. Zealot of their evil cause who persists in delivering any bearer who strays too close to his hiding place to a gruesome death. Alas, he is heretofore proved more than a match for the curse breakers sent to slay him. Okay. Right. Okay, let's deal with the pack first. Ooh. Now we need the local map. Right, what are we looking at? We'll go to Tabor. So we can fight the pack and kick their ass. It's a scavenger hunt to find some of these marks. I know, and it's bollocks. I can't bother with it. That's why I look up their location and hunt them down. It's quicker. I consider the fight alone to be the challenge, not just this scavenger hunt, as you said, just trying to find them in some random poetry or some like random bullshit that someone's written. It's just, yeah, I don't consider that to be a part of the fun. Part of the fun is trying to figure out how you beat them, or if there's any strategy in it. I've certainly had a hard fight so far though. One of these, it was the sand guy, he kept kicking my ass. Here they are. Hello, pack. You ready for some? Oh, you look angry. Oh, wow, 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 wow. The pack. Let's see. Torgly Torgs.
You're on my side, Tom.
Ooh. You finally did it. Was it that air juggle thing? I did get it. Yeah, I thought I was trying to get it. I was trying to work some of your moves in. I just wasn't sure if I was doing them right. I think I pulled something off at the end there. It's a scat. You finally did it. I'm glad I think I know what I did. Well, I think I remember how it looks. I just don't know how I did it. The Raging Fist counter. I did do it. Yeah, I did do that. But there's also an air juggle bit at the end there where I was juggling them up in the air a bit. I thought that was something along the lines as well. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I got the counter. I don't know how I did it though. Some of this is entirely accidental. But yeah. Right, let's go back to... Oh shit, I just swapped out my crap. Hang on a minute. Now where are we going? Sambrick. Samba Qua. Cellar passage. Should be interesting. Speaking with Otto. Well, that's the next quest, but we've got another monster's arse to kick. That's if I can kick this monster's arse. We're going to find out. This guy's a B ranker, so I don't know. I could get my shit wrecked. I don't know yet. Oh, I forgot. My bad. Yeah, it's the Holy Trumpeter, whatever the fuck. We've got a load of S-rank monsters we've also got to beat, but I'm not fighting those ones yet. I'm gathering those are a post-game challenge, or at least a near end of game challenge. Oh, yeah, I think this one's underground, isn't it? Right, in here, down there. Mysteries of vinification. While some winemakers remove the skins of the grape after pressing, leaving both skin and seeds in the juice coming to crates is better suited for extended aging, ultimately resulting in more refined wine. Then once the wine harms and settles sufficiently, the skin's removed and the must is then transferred to wooden barrels of oak or chestnut, which, by allowing air to leach into the wine, impart deepened levels of complexity, introducing rich aromas and improving texture, all while lessening bitterness. You need to remember that, guys. It's very important for winemakers. Right, I think the guy's in here. Are we gonna fuck him up? Crazy night. Corrupted by wine. I'm gathering he was getting pissed when the town was destroyed, and that's how he became an Akashic monster. Hello, bruv. You ready for some? Holy Trumpeter! Okay. You ready for some? I'm getting tasty hungry. He was a half stagger. Remember, you could pull him down with Garuda at that stagger point. Ah, shit. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Nice way you did that. It was a bit of a mixed bag. I was taking more damage than I like to take. Then he's a bit full on. Now, there's another arsehole down. Good job. Good job, Torgs. You did good. Good game. Cheers, Mr. X. Well, we're going to try and take out the other guy now, which is the Chocobo. Once we've replenished our supplies. But see, you like the a bit more of a challenge, right? Yeah. I'm more for, like I said, I'm more for trying to get it. I'm after the perfect fight where like it looks like I'm super badass. If learning some of these approaches means that the combat will open itself a bit more, I'm always up for that, Bob. Because again, I know there's game-breaking ways in these entries.
Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
So yeah, I'm always in favour of, especially of learning more about some of the combat sandboxes in these games. So like I said, I know you can break them to a certain degree as well. And I love the power fantasy. I'm nothing if not a big fan of the power fantasy. I love that shit.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Have you got more for me, love? Oh, a gift. Enclosed you'll find an item of high and strange order, one for which I require neither thanks nor recompense. Consider it a reminder of where loyalties are best placed, the Chapman. Talisman of priming.
All done?
What does that involve? Okay, let's just look at this little bit of gear here. It's going to be an accessory. His eyes glowing, his blade an extension of his very arm. He knew no fatigue. The man was gone, and in his place an icon visited upon us death of a thousandfold. First-hand account of Siege of Stone here. Increases Lion Heart tonic duration. Ah. It's not that impressive then. I thought it was going to mean like I got longer fucking summon bar, like special meter or something. This is the best part of Final Fantasy XIII, isn't it, Stitch? Why do you keep mentioning 13, Ben? Did I ever tell you about the time I flew all the way to the bottom of the Zemeckis basin?
What did you find down there?
What did you find? Deeper understanding, Kupo. Right. On the outside, it seems so mysterious. Where does all the water go, Kupo? Why does it never fill up? And what's behind the waterfalls? Those are the questions I flew in to find the answers to, but instead I found out something about myself. I can't swim. Ah! Well, at least you learned that. Good lesson for all. Ben wants me to do 13 so bad, he keeps mentioning it. He's hoping one day I will relinquish and just be like, okay, let's play Final Fantasy 13. It's going to happen, Ben, but you're going to have to be patient. Alright, let's try the Dread Comet. This one's going to be interesting. We do this one, and next time we're free and clear to do whatever we got to do. This one's been a side content barrage. A bukkake of side content. This guy's an A rank. We're going to see how we get on. Fields of Korvava, the Dalmekian Republic. Okay. Dalmekian Republic. It's the moment we have all been waiting for. An A rank Chocobo fight. Don't like fighting Chocobos, it rubs me the wrong way, but something tells me I'm going to wish this one dead. He kills me enough times, that is. Anyway. Right, I think I see where it is. Got to teleport here, and we got to go south. I need all the luck in the world, guys. I need all the luck in the world. This Chocobo is going to peck me to death.
You fought very bravely.
And over an hour of reading the phone book. It's the law book, Mr. X. You know how important it is. The law book was very important. Very important indeed to my understanding of shit goings on. We need that law, Mr. X. We need to eat that law. We need to consume it. We need to caress it like a sensible woman. See?
Mummy.
You know the art is there, Mr. X. You just need to find it within your soul. FF13, best FF. Pay attention to lightning waifu stitch. Oh, thank you, Coach. I will try and do I will try and do that, Coach. That would be Mr. X's advice, 100%. As if spoken by him. The law is ever important. You guys know this to be true. Oh, hello, woofers. But you get, bitch! Yeah! Didn't even get any damage. That's the kind of damage I like to deal. Laughing loud, Goji. Goji very much like Lightning Waifu. He does, Mr. X, don't worry, he does. He's a very big fan of Lightning. He's got Lightning posters in his room, I've seen them. And you don't want to ask how I've seen them either. No, we're going the other way. We're going the other way. You better caress on next stream, waifu Jill. I will, Mr. X, I will. We should. There's no reason we can't proceed next to save Jill from her tormentors. Lightning is just so mean, though. Yeah, but maybe she needs a bit of loving. You never know. You never know. I mean, let's face it, some of the shit she wears in the other entries, let's be honest, she isn't exactly dressed to keep her feminine wiles out of everyone's eyes. Especially when you see the armour she's wearing in some of the other games, I swear to God. Like, I'm pretty sure as well, I think someone told me that at the end of the game, at the end of, I think the third entry, she goes to another realm, and then she becomes a fashion model or some shit. I kid you not. I kid you not. That's what happens in 13. I thought someone was joking, but I've actually seen it. So I know it's true. There's some kind of fashion angle to Lightning in one of the games. Just sounds bizarre to me, but there we go. When she looks like that, she can be as mean as she wants. I suppose you might, Coach. I suppose you might. I suppose we can forgive that. Oh, hello. Here it is. I'm sorry, Chocky. You've got to go down. You've been hurting people. Just don't peck me to death, please. Shit!
That's like no chocobo I've ever seen. Something tells me it won't be easily broken.
Oof! You got first blood. Holy shit, it's doing a meteor. Bloody hell. Whoa, we really want some of it.
flying hound.
Trying to cast meteor on me again. Ow. Jesus Christ, how many times is he fucking firing this move?
Slow.
Got to move away from his meteor, otherwise he just keeps doing it. Whoa. 41. Comet feather. It's his special move, isn't it? Truly red chocobos are rare. One might assume the same could be said of their feathers, yet somehow they are found in nearly every market from Dalamil to Northreach. Contrary to what the merchants hawking them would have you believe, however, the items on sale are far more often than not the feathers of robins or even common hens, obtained by defeating Dread Comet. I wonder what that allows me to craft.
Poor beast. There was nothing I could do.
Sorry, Chocky. You were going to keep casting Comet. I had to put you down. No more Comet. No more Comets, motherfucker. Jesus, I used all my healing items on that dick. But no one will ever truly replace... Well, she looks like that. She can be as mean as she wants, but no one will ever replace my love for Jessie. Of course not, Coach. So our Farron is Lightning younger sister Gogeberry, and she is over 18 years old. Oh, her sister. She's the main character in the second game, isn't she?
Go on,
From what I recall.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Well, I'll take all my gear back.
You're rubbing me
Thank you very
blind,
much.
you know.
I'm sure I am. Your shit ain't a rip-off, is it? Oh, hell yeah. Gotta make sure they're of age first. Of course. Nice. Yeah.
Cole said it was an army.
Anyway, I think we've...
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with a cash in the valleys?
Right. I think we've done all of the side quest shit, with the exception of those 2 S-rank beasts. And yes, they're going to be fun to do. Saving them as a little treat at the end. They'll probably kill me about 100 times. Anyway, that was a fun lore-stretched episode, wasn't it, guys? I'm glad you enjoyed it as much as me. Thank you for joining me, guys. As ever, I do appreciate you keeping me company on this auspicious of occasions. Bob, good to see you. Same with you, Mr. X. Lady, thanks for stopping by. Happy birthday for the weekend if I don't see you before. Ben, as always, thanks for stopping by, mate. Appreciate you. Captured, thanks for stopping by too, mate. DM, good to see you. Dr. Barry, always a pleasure, mate. And I think that was everyone who dropped into the old chat. Hi, Gojiberry. Loving our win stitch. Cheers, mate. I'll do my best to research that stuff a little bit. See if I can get my head around it a bit more. Best of stuff. Next time he's up on the lore. Well, you need to tell this game to stop dropping it. That's the way you get me to ease up. Peace out all. Bye, tcgstitch. Bonds. See you guys next time for more content. Don't worry, there won't be any lore reading next time at least. You can take solace in that. See you, Goji, Mr. X, Violet, Bob. See you later, mate. And yes, thank you everyone who stopped by and gave me a view. And if you enjoy my content, please throw a like and subscribe my way, as it really does help my channel grow and flourish. Alternatively, find me on Twitter at HellArtStitch, posting various news and updates. And with that said, hopefully Wednesday will still be happening. It's just this week I've got some really tight deadlines, so if I have to skip a stream, I will pay it back. Mark my words, I always pay it back. But yes, I'll let you know closer. Well, I'll let you know by tomorrow night if I might need to cancel the stream. I'm hoping I won't have to, but if I do, it'll be Monday again before we get more Final Fantasy XVI. Just warning you, hopefully I won't have to, but obviously work always unfortunately has to take precedence. I can't get fired, otherwise, you know, I can't get any food, and that's bad. Anyway, hopefully I will see you on Wednesday. But if not, I will keep you posted. Like I said, I might have to drop art again. I'm hoping I won't have to, but again, we'll see. But yes, next time I'll catch the full live GGL. Oh, welcome. Oh, yes, please do, my friend. Welcome to the party, pal. All the same, welcome to the party. Thank you for stopping by all the same. And yes, please do catch the stream. We love us a bit of Final Fantasy here. We're a bunch of Final Fantasy geeks. I love it. Alright guys, have like I said, have a lovely Tuesday. Hopefully I see you on Wednesday, but I'll keep you posted. Alright guys, take care. Have a good night. Bye.